Feeling hurt, the quarterback refused. He got the throw. Yeah, he's fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Listen. So bad. Saying that on his first. Hey, listen. Listen.
The Philadelphia Eagles are officially, according to JP Sports or Aaron Wilson, the Eagles are out of the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. I told you, you know what? I was a little worried. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was worried that we were gonna get him. But it wasn't right. And you know what? I'm glad that we can put this Watson rumors to rest. He's probably more likely going to be, and I told you from the beginning, he's going to be a Panther. Okay? I'm not upset with it one bit because as I keep on telling y'all, you can't just fix a quarterback by trading for another quarterback. You can't do that. This team needs more than just a quarterback, man. Would I love to have Watson here? Absolutely, I would. He's a good quarterback. But this team is not ready to win. And I keep on telling y'all keep on saying it's just Jalen Hurts. No. Because if we got Jalen Hurts out of here and we get Watson, this team would be trash at stopping anybody. You can't fix a quarterback by trading for another quarterback. You can't fix a team when you're not a quarterback for winning a championship. And I think the Eagles, I'm glad they're out of this Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. Let him go to Carolina because guess what? And also, I think it's the fact that Deshaun saw this and said, listen, yeah, they got a good offensive line. Yeah, they got a number one receiver. Who else is catching the balls? Jalen Reagor? Jalen Reagor? Now, here's a good option for the Eagles to trade for. Now, Mark Cooper, by the way, Dallas Cowboy fans, enjoy being last. And I've told you from the beginning, I don't think CeeDee Lamb's the number one. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Now, there might be something come up. You never know with this Philadelphia. You'd never know with this Eagles team. But right now, the Eagles are out of Deshaun Watson. So everybody who wanted Watson, who said he was coming to Philadelphia, he's not. He's not. Now, it could happen that the Eagles could change their mind and, make an offer, but not likely. And I'm going to be real with you. I'm glad that the Eagles did not try to do it because we would give up way too much for a quarterback that did not want to be here. Now, is he a good quarterback? Would I take him over Hurts? Absolutely, I would. Absolutely. And if I said that Hurts is better, I'd be lying. Watson is a better player, no question about it. But the price is way out of our reach. When you're building a defense, you can't build a quarter. You can't get Watson and build a defense. It wouldn't work like that, man. We would give up way too much. I heard that we were giving up Hurts, and we were supposed to give. We will. There was so many mock drafts that we were giving up 3 first-round picks. I'm not giving up 3. I'm not giving up 2. Put this Hurt Watson in the rest. I'm glad he's innocent. I'm glad that he can go somewhere else and win. This Eagles team's not a 1 quarterback away from winning. And if you're not with the Hurts wagon, get the hell out of here and go somewhere else. Go with Carson. Go to Washington, be a Washington fan. Go be a Carson fanboy. Go to Carolina and be a Watson fanboy. Because this is Hurts' team. Until he proves he cannot throw, until he proves that he's not the quarterback of the future, unless the Eagles unless it comes out that Deshaun Watson is officially traded to the Philadelphia Eagles, I am still rocking with Jalen Hurts. Like I said, I take Watson. He's a good quarterback, no question about it. Do I think he makes you Super Bowl champions? No, I don't. No, I don't. Because our defense is horrible. You watch his defense, man. This defense can't stop nobody. Our defense is old. Quarterback can win you so many games, but if your defense can't stop nobody, it don't mean shit, man. It don't mean shit. And I would not be happy if we give up all of that for a guy who I think also got to understand his contract is big. Now, I'm glad Deshaun Watson is innocent. So everybody say, well, he's not innocent. Well, shut the fuck up. He is, because he didn't get charged. Here's the thing I don't understand. When did we become a vigilante justice warriors where we think that because it's everybody's opinion. He was found innocent. Get the fuck over it. Shut the fuck up and go somewhere. Get up out of here. He was found innocent. So sit your punk ass snowflake, let this goofy ass down and sit down. He was innocent. He wasn't found charged. I think these women are a piece of shits. And if I was one of these guys, I'd slap that woman so far. I'd slap these women so fast. I don't condone hitting women, but those women I would definitely hit. Because they're a piece of shit. They make women who look good look bad. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people don't agree with me. I don't give 2 rats ass what they think because it's my channel. And if you don't like it, well, it is what it is. You'll get over it. Go cry somewhere else. Go do something productive. Watson's innocent, and he wasn't found guilty. Now we can shut the fuck up and put these Watson rumors to rest. Another guy would be a great option to pick up would be a Jarvis Landry. He looking to be traded. I think it could cost a 2nd-round pick. I'm all for Brent Jarvis Landry. He's 28 years old. You add him with Devontae Smith. You need to get weapons for Jalen Hurts. Okay? It just didn't make sense. Amari Cooper for a 6th. Cowboys are fucking dumb. They're a fucking disgraceful piece of shit franchise. I hope to God they know what they're doing. Watson's out of our pitcher good. Listen, man, I would not be upset we got Watson, but the price that we would have to give up, no, I would not be happy. I would not be happy, man. Yes, it's a top 10 quarterback, And I love how everybody say, well, he's a top 10 quarterback, man. Fuck the picks. No, not fuck the picks. Because when you're sitting in your home watching this team and the picks that you should have had, that you can't afford, now because your defense can't stop, it's not fuck the picks. You need these picks. That's just how ignorant you are. You don't think. You just say because you want Watson. It's not fuck the picks. It's fuck the picks when you're sitting there and watching this team get blown out 35-0 and you expect Deshaun Watson to come back every single time because your defense can't stop nobody. It's just stupid Eagle fans. Some of them are just idiots. You know what I'm saying? Some of them just don't have no brain cell in their fucking head. They sit there and they say anything they want. They'll bash Jalen Hurts, and then it's fine. You can bash Jalen Hurts. I hope to God Jalen Hurts turns it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody made a big deal over him changing his fucking platform. I mean, what? Who cares? Who cares? Watson's not coming. Get the fuck over it. Go cry. I'm glad he's innocent. Now he can play. Now we can move these rumors away. We can get past it. Unless the Eagles decide to do something stupid and decide to make the offer. Listen, I'm going to not be mad if we got Watson. But the price, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that, man. And you know what? You drafted this guy in the 2nd round. Your job is to build around him. Your job is to build around him. And if you don't like it, well, that's too bad. You know what I'm saying? Go be a Watts. Go to be a Carolina Panther fan. What do you want me to say? It's not right. It's not right. The price is way too out of reach for us. I don't think it would have been good to give up all that. Now, when you have so much holes, you have to fill in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, however, I won't give up Watson for 3 first-round picks unless I get a first-round pick back. Exactly, man. Maybe Brandon Cooks. I don't want Brandon Cooks. He's injury prone. Every Eagles fan was falling for it since Hurts never had an Eagles quarterback in his bio. And listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was telling where you had him like, yo, I think Watson's coming. But then I'm like, dude, I'm just glad these rumors are done. Where you hiding was talking to me, he was sitting there saying, like, he's not coming. And it's weird because the Eagles do a lot of weird shit. Like right now, I can make a video and pop out the Eagles mid offer for Watson. But the thing about the beauty of the no clause is you can make all the offer you want. If Deshaun Watson had no trade clause, the Eagles could have got him by now. No question about it. But now Deshaun Watson get to choose where he plays. It's a little tougher. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Deshaun Watson look at the Philadelphia Eagles as a attractive place when you look at it. Yes, they got a good offense. Yes, they got everything that you want. Yes, maybe Devontae Smith is a baller. But not only that, you got no defense. The Panthers have that. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Seattle getting him. I think the Panthers are more likely going to land him. And I've said it. You know what I'm saying? Now, at one point, I thought the Eagles were going to get him because you never know with this team. They can tell you one thing, they do the opposite. Cowboys have been stupid, bro. They're going to – Dak is going to suck. He's going to fucking be trash. You know what I'm saying? They just traded their number one receiver for basically peanuts. I mean, they traded I would have gotten a first-round pick back for him. But the Cowboys are a stupid organization. They're equivalent to a fucking Washington football team. They're not going to be anything special. I expect them to hurt Dak Prescott's confidence. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad Amari Cooper's out of here. You know what I'm saying? Now we don't have to worry about him. You know what I'm saying? Now Darius Slay can lock up CD Boy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to do anything. I'm not scared of that Cowboys team. Now you just took away Amari Cooper, who to me has been the guy that gets your other wide receivers open. Come on, man. I'm not scared of that fucking team. Not whatsoever. That team is trash. It's garbage juice. It's garbage juice. It's trash. I'm not scared of that fucking team, bro. You shouldn't be either. That fucking team is done. They're trash. They have nothing to play for. They have nothing to play for, man. They're absolutely trash. What do they have, man? They got nothing. They're absolute garbage. I'm so happy we are out of I am too, because I wouldn't give up. Listen, I'm not giving up 3 first-round picks for Watson. That's just not happening. If the Eagles did that, I would not be happy. Yes, you get a quarterback, but you also got this defense is not good enough to win. You watch this Eagles defense, they're not ready to win. You're so giving up for a quarterback. Let's remember, he's a good quarterback. And my problem was it going to be off the charges? You know, whether you think he's innocent or not, he was found innocent. You know, it's not vigilante. You can't just say someone's guilty because of the rumors. It just don't work like that, man. He was proven innocent. There's nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? And if you think that he deserves to be in jail because of these rumors, well, to me, that's not justice. You just want vigilante justice. And the way the society works, they think that's how it's supposed to be. And that's not how it's supposed to be. Just because women say something does not mean it's true. Because I can make up a fucking stupid rumor that my mom hit me, you know, when I was 10. But if I had no proof, then you're accusing someone of doing something they're not. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people do stupid shit. It is what it is. Whether Watson did it or not, he was found innocent. You know, you can't have vigilante justice. And that's just my logic. You know, you got to give people their day. Deshaun Watson was proven innocent. So get over it. Get mad. It is what it is. I hope the Cox get traded with draft. Listen, man, I think it's going to be hard to trade Cox with that contract. I just do. Great quarterback, but we need to build on what we got and get our defense. I agree with that statement. That is a perfect statement. That's a perfect statement. You got 3 first-round picks. You need some players, man. Like I said, I'm looking at Jordan Davis from Georgia. I'm looking at who's the guy in the free agency. I'm looking at a guy like, you know what? Shout to my guy Eagles Uncensored because he said it. Jordan Whitehead from the Buccaneers, very underrated signing. No one is even thinking of him. You know, they look at Marcus Williams. Marcus Williams is going to want the bag. Jordan Reed is going to want the bag. I'd go for Jordan Whitehead from the Buccaneers. 25 years old. He's a guy that I think has experience. He's a very young safety, and he knows what it's like to be a champion. You got to get this defense fixed, man. You got to get receivers for Hurts. I would look at a guy like keep an eye on the Eagles acquiring for Jarvis Landry. That's a guy that I could see the Eagles acquiring. You know, I would love that DK Metcalf. I just don't think it's reality. I think a guy like Jarvis Landry could be an option. You know, now he wants out of Cleveland. I give up a second round, maybe a late second round pick for him. You know what I'm saying? You need to get another guy for Devontae Smith. And now we know Watson's probably out of the Eagles equation. It's time to build around Jalen Hurts, and that's what you got to do. That still happens all the time. The massages, spoilers, happy endings, etc. That shit happens all the time. What are you talking about? Bobby, you can't say he's guilty when he's found innocent. It just don't work like that. It don't work like that. He was found innocent. So you can't sit there. People want to say he's guilty or not. You don't know that. You don't know that. These women lie all the time, man. I'm telling you that right now. These women, not all of them are all, you know, innocent. Some of them lie. Some of them fucking lie. There's also women who you know, don't lie. But I don't think Watson did it, man, because if that was the case, he would have been charged, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't say he was found innocent. You can't have vigilante justice, man. You got to let the courts do their job. They did their job. They didn't find enough evidence to charge him. Got to get over it. You know what I'm saying? He was found innocent. Now it's the next step is to find a team that will trade for him. Hopefully it's not the Eagles. I'm glad they're out of the picture. That's the thing I was worried about was Howard Rosen. Now the next step that we got to worry about is, are the Eagles going to draft a quarterback? I hope to God we don't. Because if the Eagles are interested in Watson, then there definitely going to be rumors that the Eagles are going to look at drafting a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I just hope one thing. We go in free agency. We sign players. We get Hurts weapons. That's the thing, man. We got to get Hurts weapons, bro. Whether it's Jarvis Landry, I don't give a rat's ass what it is. You got to get him weapons, man, because if you want a quarterback to succeed, you got to get him weapons other than Devontae Smith is your only real weapon. And their gun proved said that he really isn't number one. I want to know. I don't know about that. I think Devontae Smith is the number one, but I think you got to get him a number two. And I just don't think Quez Watkins is number two. Great quarterback, but I think I read that. Yo, what's good? Isaiah the GOAT. I was rooting for Watson in this case, man. I didn't want Watson to go to jail with no. No. And you know what? One thing about Deshaun Watson is he looks very humble. He's a humble guy. And here's the thing. You know, if the women were lying, they should be thrown in jail for that. They should be thrown in jail. You know, because you need to make a statement that these females who doing that shit, because there's a lot of females who do get abused. There's a lot of females who do get hit on. And for you to make that fucking stupid ass rumor and make false allegations, you should be thrown in jail. You should be thrown in jail, locked up, at least a month in prison at the most, and pay a fine. You know what I'm saying? Because real people actually do that shit that you accuse Watson do. People do that shit. It's disgusting what these females do, man. They should be held accountable. They should be thrown in jail. And I don't agree with what they did. I mean, if he did do it, then where's the bruises? Where's all the evidence? Because if Watson did sexually assault you, you wouldn't be fake tearing. And that's for damn sure. Because females who usually get sexually assaulted are really shedding tears. These females weren't shedding real tears. They were fake crying. I would have threw that case right out the door. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of females who do get abused. And for the females who do, it's pitiful that these fake females want money and they'll make anything to get their way. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I say you got to be careful who you hang out with. You got to be careful who you're attracted to, because these females, some of them will set you up. They would do anything, especially when you're millionaire NFL player. Watson is a bag. A bag. You know what I'm saying? It's a bag. for these females to do whatever they want. And they wanted to ruin his life. And I just think that's disgraceful. I think that's pitiful. And I think they should be thrown in jail for that shit. Well, the Chiefs are over the cap space, so we have to drop Travis Ingram or Hardman. No, you're not gonna draft Hardman. You're probably gonna get Ingram out of here. Listen, it is. I take Hardman. Let me know. I give up a first for DK, but if we bring realistic, I say we get Landry or Allen Robinson or even Demarcus Robinson from the Chiefs. I don't want Demarcus Robinson. I don't want fucking I take Jarvis Landry. I mean, Jarvis Landry is a perfect complement to what these receivers need. I mean, he's a veteran. You know what I'm saying? He's 28 years old. I think he would fit Philadelphia well. You know, he'll give the Eagles young receiver core something to learn about. He'll be that dude. You know, say you put him in number one, you put Devontae Smith in number two. I do it. No, they offer these services of what I'm saying. Oh, okay. You don't understand what I. No, I understand now. I'm glad that Deshaun Watson's not coming. I mean, I listen, man. If Deshaun Watson come here, I'm not gonna be mad, but I'll be mad what we give up. Would I be mad if we get Deshaun Watson for like our next year's first and second? No, I would not be. You get a top 10 quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the Houston Texans wanted 3 first-round picks. They wanted future assets for a guy who doesn't even want to play here. And to me, it's like that's the thing about the beauty of the no trade clause is you could offer so much you want. If the Eagles had no trade clause to worry about, Watson would have been a Philadelphia Eagle, no question about it. But when you have Wilson and Watson and Rodgers who have no trade clause where they are allowed to choose whatever they want, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sweat bullets over it. I'm not gonna fucking cry over it. I'm not gonna throw a tantrum like most of these Eagle fans are acting like it's the end of the world. Grow up. You know what I'm saying? Grow up. Hurts is still young. He still can develop. Let the kid learn. If he sucks next year, we're probably gonna have a number 1 pick anyway. And you're probably gonna hear Bobby Murphy say Hurts sucks. So I will know if he sucks. Okay. Like, people want Carson Wentz back. Did you hear what Darren Sproles was doing to Carson Wentz? Darren Sproles was calling out Carson Wentz, and Carson Wentz had the nerve to disrespect him? That's a legend right there. I don't want that fool in there, man. Listen, Washington got a quarterback who's going to ruin their locker room. Carson Wentz is a good quarterback, but the problem is he's also a bad teammate. And I don't want that here, man. So I'll take Jalen Hurts any day. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to say, he's a noodle arm, this and that. Okay. You know, if he is a noodle arm next year, we're probably going to have a number 1 pick. So what are you crying for? Like, y'all Eagle fans run around like Deshaun Watson's going to change this team when you have no defense. Your defense is getting old. We watch this team can't stop nobody. And all you think of is quarterback. Makes no sense. I get he's a good quarterback. I get you want him on your team. I get it. I do. But it's not realistic. It doesn't make sense in long term. He also has a cap hit of what, $45 million guaranteed money or something crazy like that. His contract would be ruining our cap space from signing other players. Look at Deshaun Watson's contract and look at the 4 to 5 years down the road of his contract. I got to make a video of it because I was looking at it and I'm like, yo, his contract also, you might have to restructure that too. And that's going to be hard, man. So it is what it is. I'm not going to be mad. Listen, a lot of Eagle fans are crying over it. Get over it. Get over it. Either stick with Hurts or go be a Watson fan. Go be a Carolina Panther fan. What do you want me to say? Christian Kirk is a beast. That better be not the only thing we probably have to get. I mean, listen, if we get Christian Kirk, I'm drafting a receiver. I like Christian Kirk, but he's a slot receiver. We need it. Christian Kirk is a slot receiver. I want a number 2. He's not a number 2. He's not a number 1. I don't want Christian Kirk. I'm not. He's all right, but he would not be one of my guys I'd really go after. You think we should get a Bobby Wagner? I think we should trade for Metcalf, though. I would love that DK Metcalf, bro. And you know what? That's a guy that I hope the Eagles consider trading first-round pick. You know, because I honestly don't think that you would have to give up 3 first-round picks for. And, you know, he's a guy that I would love to have. You know, does Metcalf want to come here? I don't know. I don't know at this point. I don't know what the Eagles are doing, but I'm just glad these Watson rumors are put to rest. You know, let him go to a team that's ready to win. People say the Steelers. I think he's going to go to Carolina at the end of the day. I think it's going to be Carolina. I think he's going to be a Panther because I heard the Panthers are aggressively trying to pursue him. So I can see them giving up Christian McCaffrey. I see they were rumored to give him up already before, so I see that happening. So I expect it. Yeah, but I would get Bobby Wagner. Absolutely. Bobby Wagner is a good linebacker. You know what I'm saying? He still has some years to play. And you know what? We need a veteran to help these linebackers because, we really don't have a linebacker. So Bobby Wagner would be a very good option. Listen, anything but quarterback. I'm all for getting. He's what Rager should have been, explosive speed and stretches the field, and he's only 25. Yeah, but there's better options, man. Listen, I might draft a receiver this year. Listen, I would not, listen. The Eagles been looking at receiver, and this tells me don't be surprised. And I've told you before, if we don't get receiver in free agency, we're going to draft one in the first round. It's going to happen, whether it's Chris Olave or Garrett Wilson. Hey, I'm all for it because they're playmakers, man. Treylon Burks, Christian Watson from North Dakota is a very good receiver. I like him. My problem is I don't want no more North Dakota guys, because we had one, and he didn't turn out to be good. Just saying. No, he did. He's just cancer. Juju is slower. I don't want Juju. I don't want TikTok boy. That's not the. I would not want Juju. That's a guy I do not want. I do not want anything to do with Juju Smith-Schuster. Will Duncan, Juju's already. I don't want Juju. No TikTok boy. What do you think of Devin Lloyd running the 4.47? I think Christian Harris is going to be the guy that I really want. I really want Christian Harris. Devin Lloyd, I wouldn't worry about too much of the 40 time. Devin Lloyd, I still think could play, but I like Christian Harris a lot, man. He's a guy that to me, when I talk about linebacker, man, I know what I'm talking because I watch tape. This guy's a monster. He's going to be a good linebacker, whoever gets him. I just hope it's us. Christian Kirk is 100,000, not a slot receiver. He's filled in for Hopkins when he was injured. He had 985 yards and 5 TDs. Like I said, man, if I could get Jarvis Landry, I'd rather have him over Christian Kirk. I'm going to be mad at Christian Kirk. I'm not going to be over mad, but he's not the top guy that I would want. You know what I'm saying? When's his wheelchair? Yeah. If we draft one, I want Wilson, Olave, or Jameis Williams. I wouldn't take James Williams. No. I don't want any more injured players, man. I'm done with ACL injury players, man. Yes, we took Dickerson, but it was a risk. I don't want no more because you have to take a risk if he's going to be the same. No, I don't want any more of those guys. Yes, I understand Jameis Winston. Jameis Williams is a good player, but if he's there in the second, no. I might take him, but not in the first round. Absolutely not. I think we'll get Robinson or Juju Smith. I fucking don't want Juju, please. No, fuck no. No, not TikTok boy. Absolutely. Juju Smith-Schuster is a good receiver. My problem is he does too much of that TikTok thing. No. Absolutely not. And the guy takes himself out of games. So that's why I didn't want Amari Cooper. I didn't want Amari Cooper. If he got released. What the hell? Jalen Hurts didn't delete anything out of his bio. Also, he's from Houston, which was on the page. Yeah, but everybody making a big deal. Listen, I made a big deal of it with Rihanna. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want Juju Smith-Schuster. I fucking don't want that TikTok boy. I'm done with distractions on this team, especially when you fucking have Jalen Hurts. You give him a guy who fucking TikTok. No. I know the Eagles interested. I hope to God he fucking signs with another fucking team, please. Oh no, I can't stand the idea of him TikTok dancing. When every time he makes a catch, he does a stupid dance, and I don't mind that, but he does it at the wrong times, man. Like the Baltimore Ravens game, right? He dances when the time is clicking and time is ticking in the fourth quarter. If he does that in Philadelphia, I'm gonna be fucking mad, bro. No, I do not want. I don't want TikTok boy. Keep him in Pittsburgh. I hope the Steelers sign him to a 6-year deal. Hurts never had Eagles in his bio, even when the season was still. I listen, man. These Watson fans, man, they're gonna say everything. Okay, until Deshaun Watson is no longer an option on the Philadelphia Eagles, until he's officially traded, you're going to hear rumors the Eagles are interested in Watson. You're going to hear the Eagles are pursuing Deshaun Watson. I know they are. The point is the Eagles always are interested in updating quarterbacks. They always have. You're going to hear it. Until Deshaun Watson is officially whatever team he goes to. Like Ian Rappaport reports, it's officially done, and it's on NFL.com. It's done. It's over with. The trade is completed. You're going to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So people can say what they want. I didn't really make a big deal out of it. Everybody's making a big deal. No, I did make a big deal out of it first, but then I realized, listen, man, he didn't unfollow the Eagles. He didn't take everything off his Instagram page. People just make a big deal out of it, man. I don't know why the hell they still have their hopes up on Watson, because the Eagle fans don't want patience. That's what it is. And not that, because Howie Roseman is the guy who seems to want guys like that. You know what I'm saying? He hired 2 private investigators, different ones, to go investigate Deshaun Watson. I mean, come on. The guy is what I keep on saying he is. What I keep on saying he is. He's a what?
Well, everybody knows our priority on quarterbacks, Tim. You know, we're obviously a quarterback. What's the word about factory? Yeah.
It's a quarterback factory. So, Deshaun Watson is a guy who's a quarterback, and Howard Roseman, he wants a quarterback. He always, we're not surprised when the Eagles draft a quarterback in the second round, because that's Howard Roseman. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at fucking Malik Willis in the combine. He's looking at in the whatever the Senior Bowl, following him around. He's going to Pickett's games. So, I expect the Eagles to be interested in Watson. Watson is a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback. I'm not saying he isn't. What I don't understand when people say he's top 5. No, he's not. He's top 10. He may be top 15, but he's not top 5. And I wouldn't give up everything for that dude. To me, any team who does that, you're risking the idea of losing everything. The Panthers, to me, are ready to win. That makes so much sense for Deshaun, because they're ready to win. They have a good defense. They just need a quarterback who can throw. They have receivers for him. They have a coach who's on the hot seat. So everything is betting on getting Deshaun, because their coach is probably going to be fired, Matt Rule. The Eagles don't have a defense. The Eagles don't even have elite receivers other than Devontae Smith and maybe Quez. Why? Quez is more of a project. So Deshaun Watson is going to be with a good offensive line that is, let's remember, when Kelsey goes, who are you going to replace him with? You got to think of the long terms. You can't just think of short term. And Eagle fans think of short term. They think Deshaun Watson is going to help their defense, going to do this. And maybe he'll win some games more than Jalen Hurts would, but he doesn't change your defense from giving up points. Especially when you got Jonathan Gannon back, man. You got to think of long term. And not that a lot of Eagle fans are looking at the Rams and they think this is this team. And I told you from the beginning, we're not one quarterback away. Would I take Deshaun Watson if he was not worth 3 first-round picks? And let's say he's worth the next year's first. I give up the 2023 first-round pick. Absolutely. And maybe a second-round pick for him. Absolutely. But 3 first-round picks this year, when you need it? No, I'm not comfortable with that. Robinson's going to be 29 when the season starts. What do you think? I don't want Robinson. I don't want him. He can't stay healthy. No, I'm done with guys who come get injured. I'm done with that. I need a receiver who's healthy, that's ready to go, that's not injury prone. I'm done with that. Would I take Robinson on 1-year deal? Absolutely. But for 4, no, absolutely not. No. No, I wouldn't. You think Watson should go to Browns? No. And I don't think the Texans are going to trade him in their conference. See, people talk about the Browns, they talk about the Raiders, they talk about this. They're going to trade him in the NFC East. They're going to get him away from the conference, man. I think Watson ends up in Seattle or Carolina. I think he goes to Carolina. Because I just don't see Seattle giving up a lot for Watson when they just traded Russell Wilson. They're not. It don't make sense for Seattle. It really doesn't. When you look at it, it doesn't make sense. They're going to give up what they just gave up. I mean, come on, really? I mean, your defense is depleted. No, I don't think Watson's going to want to go to Seattle. You know what I'm saying? They just cut Bobby Wagner. So you're going to bring a Watson in? Would you just gave up, Russell Wilson and I mean, at that point, you just keep Russell Wilson and you just build that defense. You know what I'm saying? Or you just get more receivers for him. You know what I'm saying? But you traded Russell Wilson. You cut Bobby Wagner. You're looking to shop Lockett. Why would Watson want to go there? If Watson's going to go somewhere, it's going to be Carolina. I think you should go to Carolina because Seattle is kind of exactly dismantling the team is what Wild Panthers have their style. Exactly. And they got DJ Moore over there. Robbie Anderson, I'm not a fan of, but they also got good running backs. They got Hubbard over there. They got a good defense. I heard that they could offer championship. No, they got a first round pick this year. You know what I'm saying? But they got Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey could be shipped too. Dak Prescott USA is different. Quarterback with no coop. Nah, he's trash. Dak is going to be horrible this year. You got to understand, Dak was so mediocre. And I was arguing with a Cowboy fan at work about it because he was telling me, well, Dak was made Cooper. When? When has Dak made Cooper? If anything, Cooper made Dak Prescott. I mean, did you remember 2017 when Dak could not win games because he had no receivers? I mean, come on. They traded for Amari Cooper because Dak needed number one because he couldn't throw the ball because he was losing games. If anything, Amari Cooper made Dak Prescott. So I don't know where these Cowboy fans think that Amari Cooper is just expendable. They're going to learn the hard way, man. You know, I think this Cowboy franchise should just got rid of. I mean, they're going to keep DeMarcus. They'll keep DeMarcus Lawrence, but they'll trade Amari Cooper. It makes no sense. They'll keep Michael Gallup, but they'll trade Amari Cooper. Watch them draft another receiver this year. It would not surprise me the Cowboys go for another receiver this year, man. It would not surprise me. Because that's what they do. They do stupid shit. Oh, please, Dak can't even win a playoff game. He couldn't even. Well, according to them, they won against Seattle. A depleted Seattle Seahawks team that had Russell Wilson basically had nothing to throw to. That's their whole win. And I think they robbed the Seattle Seahawks. But we won't talk about robbing because the Cowboys talk about the refs robbing them. It is what it is, man. Listen, I don't give a fuck what the Cowboys do because I know this Eagles team's going to be better. If we do the right things in the draft, we should be fine. That's only if the Eagles do the right thing. Listen, we got Howard Roseman. You know, he does do it bad. You know, people, and then there's another thing. People say, well, you say Howard Roseman fucked up the draft. Well, let's give up the picks for a guy who, well, no, because you're giving up picks and all that. You need this draft. You got to get this draft fixed, man. You got to get receivers for Hurts. Who is going to, if you get Deshaun Watson, who is going to be the, other than Devonta Smith, who's going to be Watson's number 2? Rager? Come on, man. J.J. Arcega, what's that? Umbrella Boy? This dude right here? I mean, come on, man. This dude right here? This dude right here? He going to want out immediately. It don't make sense. Would I love Watson? Absolutely, I would. And I said I'd take him over her. If you put a gun to my head and say, who would you rather have? I'd take Watson all day. But I'm not giving up a lot for him, man. Just be real. Not 3 first-round picks. I'll give up the following year's pick because if you trade for Watson, you really don't need the following year pick. You know, that's only for Hurts usually. You know what I'm saying? Or next year's first and then maybe a second. But 3 first-round picks, you're out of your fucking mind. Not for Watson. Absolutely not. Because he could be suspended still, too. You got to understand, Roger Goodell could still suspend him. Yeah, Roseman scares me. However, you can't screw this up. Oh, no, Roseman can. One thing about if there's one GM who could screw up a draft pick, it's Howie Roseman. It's Howie Roseman. If there's one GM who could screw up 3 first-round picks in the first round, it is definitely going to be Howie. It definitely can be Howie. There's no such thing. Listen, we didn't think we could screw up. 2017. There was so much talent in that board. We found a way to fuck it up too. You know what I'm saying? It can be done. I just hope it doesn't because if he does, if he does screw up, he should be fired. And that's just being real. Howard Roseman's on his last deal. I think he's going to be on his best behavior. But, yeah, he definitely can screw up. We're talking about Howard Roseman. This is a guy who can definitely screw up anything. You know what I'm saying? He's the definition of Mr. Screw Up. You know what I'm saying? I give him credit for some trades, but other than that, he can't draft for shit. And then people want to talk about, well, he drafted this. Yeah, he had one good year of drafting. I was saying, yeah, well, give me some names that he drafted. The ace finally panned out. But what about the other 55 picks that he missed? Or the other 200 that he fucking missed? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. It don't make sense that people say he can't fuck it up. Yes, he can. Absolutely, he can. He definitely can, and he will if he has a chance to get a quarterback. No, I'm playing. I hope to God he don't get a quarterback, but I'm just not going. Saying Howie should have been fired in 2020. Oh, I agree. I think Howie should have been fired in 2018. But Howie Roseman's not going to go anywhere, and that's just being real with you. Howie Roseman's going to be here. Unless he fucks this draft up. If he has a good draft, he'll be here for long. I said Jeffrey Lloyd's not going to fire Howie Roseman. So we could say Howie Roseman should be fired. I don't like the bastard. You know what I'm saying? Even when he talks like a fucking geek. But, I give him credit for this year. He had a good draft. He drafted Devontae Smith. Who's what? Hold up. Yeah, it is what it is. How he should have been fired in 2020. He should. I read that. It is what it is. It is where you want to come in. I just sent him the link. I don't know if he's gonna come in, but yeah, because I want to hear his thoughts on it. I agree. I mean, Howard Roseman should listen. Howard Roseman's not gonna get fired, and you know how I feel about him. It is what it is. Yeah, Howard Roseman scares me. However, he can't screw up only three quarterbacks in the first round, so that's enough for Howard Roseman to screw up. You know what I'm saying? That's enough for Howard Roseman to screw up. It's enough for Howard Roseman to screw up. I wonder why this fucking. Hold up, yo. See. Automatically adjust. Should be Bluetooth. I mean, like I said, let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me? I put my Bluetooth headphones in. Wait. It's being weird. What the fuck's going on? Being used by Chrome. What? Hold up. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. It's been weird. Eagles will definitely make the playoffs next year. The NFC East doesn't really have those good wild card teams that can make the past season. Yeah, I mean, we could definitely make the playoffs. Listen, man. I think Jalen Hurts is going to take a step forward. I expect Jalen Hurts to get better. I expect him to do everything this offseason to do what he's supposed to do to be a better quarterback. If he doesn't, then we probably draft a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not getting Watson. So it is what it is. Unless something happens dramatically, unless Watson agrees to come to Philly, it doesn't look realistic. Okay. Now, anything can happen, but I'm just saying right now it doesn't look like Watson's coming here. It looks like more and more he's gonna be a Panther. I expect him to be a Carolina Panther. And I said it. I think he's gonna be a Carolina Panther. But we've seen crazy things happen. So you never know with this team. You never know. And that's just being real. Like I said, I think this team is going to be better. And you know these three first round picks are going to be very important. You got to hit them. You got to hit them. You got to do a lot to get this team back to what they used to be. And we're gonna see what the listen. We're gonna see what the Eagles do. No, so let's check the update. No, the only thing I see is Jarvis Landry West for trade. Now I missed a question. What would you give up for Jarvis Landry? I might give up a second. I ain't gonna lie to you. I give up a late first. I know a lot of people. He's a very good player. He's a very good player. You know what? I'll take him. We need much help as we can on receiver. Y'all can talk about noodle arm this, noodle arm that. He can't throw this. Okay, well, you don't have any weapons for him. How's he gonna throw? How's he gonna throw? I mean, listen, does he just Jalen Hurts has limitations? Yes. You know, do I think he could be a good quarterback in the league? Yes, I do. And it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not mad. I'm not mad because at the end of the day, we get it. We get a legit quarterback. One way or another, you got a quarterback for this team. I'll be mad what we give up. Listen, does Watson make you Super Bowl? If you get Deshaun Watson, does it make you Super Bowl contenders? If the Eagles give up these picks, are they going to win a Super Bowl? Because I don't think so. I think you would still have the problem is that this defense is not good enough. You know what I'm saying? Jalen could definitely be a good quarterback in the league. He has a decent throwing arm and a run ability. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say he can't throw, but when I look at him, he can throw. The point is his accuracy. And that just goes back to developing a quarterback. You know, people say he can't read defense. All quarterbacks have that. It's just you got to be able to work on reading defenses. If he can read a defense, he's going to be good. And I expect him to take a jump this year. I think it's going to make some better strives to get better. But he definitely got to learn how to read defense. And you know what? It is what it is. We're going to find out where Hurts is. And if he doesn't do good, he doesn't do good. And you draft a quarterback this year. So everybody freaking out over getting Watson, not getting Watson, man. I don't know what you want me to do. Watson's just not going to come here.
So, like I said, anything can happen, but right now it doesn't look like it. Eagles will definitely make a playoff. I think about that. I could bring up many highlights where Jalen Hurts made a good throws. Yeah, I mean, highlights is not everything either. You know what I'm saying? Highlights is not everything, but I agree. I've seen Jalen Hurts through some good balls, and I also seen him through some crappy balls. It just depends on what you call noodle arm. You know, it depends what people think. You know, some people see a quarterback in one way. They don't see it the other way. They think that quarterback should be good out the gate. I mean, he is a second round pick. But to me, I think he was taken early. I really do. I don't think he was worth the second round pick. Maybe he would have been a late third. Maybe people would have been, easy on him. But he was taken the early second, and that's not his fault. That's Howie Roseman's fault for taking him. Well, I watched enough Jalen Hurts Eagles games to know, but he is a pretty good quarterback. I mean, yeah, I hope he is. I hope the God Jalen Hurts works out. Because then we don't have to worry about getting a quarterback ever. You know what I'm saying? Because when I watch this Eagles team, there's so much in this talent that you need. You need this. You need to have a legit defense to win championships. If you don't have a defense, you're not going to go. I don't care who's your quarterback. If Deshaun Watson comes here, you're probably not going to have enough picks to build around his defense. So when you have a situation like if you're playing a team like the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl, or not even to get to the Super Bowl, if you play a team like the Packers or someone like that, how are you going to stop that team from scoring? Like, the Buccaneers would have been perfect destination for Deshaun Watson. They would. Because they got a good defense. They got a legit offense. They got weapons for him. They do. They got a good offense. Front four. With Vita, Vea, and Davis. What's the guys? I said Whitehead's probably gonna be a free agent, but you got to get some defense, man. I had confidence in Hurts since his first ever NFL start, and I still do. Also, these Eagle fans need to forget about Watson. Deshaun Watson is not coming to Philly. Cry about it. I mean, people also listen, man. You never know with this Philadelphia Eagles team. Things can change like that. You know what I'm saying? It's really up to Deshaun Watson if he wants to come. Because the Eagles can make an offer, but if Deshaun Watson doesn't agree to it, it don't matter what. Some people feel like Jalen Hurts is the guy. Some people feel like he's not. Some people feel like he sucks. Some people feel like he just needs to work on things. I am a guy that I want to see what he is in the second year. I got to see what he does with weapons. There's a lot of people think that he can't throw. Oh, if he can't throw, then I don't think we blow out the Denver Broncos because that game was basically us using Jalen Hurts' arm. I think the Denver Broncos game was a perfect definition of Jalen Hurts showing he can throw. But I think a lot of people overlook Jalen Hurts' arm. They think that, they look at Watson, and Watson has a great arm. No question about it, he's a good arm. He's a good arm. He's a quarterback that you dream to have. I played Madden. I had Watson on my team. He looks, no homo, looks sexy in the Eagles uniform. So, of course, you would want Watson. But it's just not realistic, man. Giving up 3 first-round picks and assets for quarterback, whether you say he's top 5, top 10, top 15, it wouldn't make sense. Because you're just trading for a guy who you're not ready to win with. You're just wasting his time at that point. It's just being realistic. You're wasting Deshaun Watson's time if he comes to Philadelphia. Because you're not going to have a legit defense. You're not probably going to have pieces to build around him. You're giving up all that for Watson. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, if I was the Eagles, I'd give up my next year's, not this year, but the following year, because we do have a following year pick, and maybe a second round pick, but I'm not giving up my whole future for him. Absolutely not. The farm is not worth for one guy. One guy does not define you as a champion. It's all about a team effort. Because if one guy defined everybody, Cam Newton would have been a Super Bowl champion. If one guy defined a team, that shit. I mean, Randall Cunningham would have been a Super Bowl champion. They were good, legit offense, but what did they win? They had Randy Moss, Carter. They didn't win a Super Bowl. So you can have the whole power offense all you want, but if you don't have a legit defense, if you don't have the pieces to stop an offense from scoring, then it ain't gonna mean nothing. You what? And I keep on saying, you watch the Bills get knocked out the playoffs versus the Chiefs team because they couldn't stop Mahomes because their defense was getting exposed. They didn't have the front four to get to him. They couldn't stop him from using his legs. And that's why they didn't make the Super Bowl. Why do you think the Rams won? It wasn't Matthew Stafford had a legit defense around him. If you take Matthew Stafford defense away and you put him on someone like the Eagles, yeah, he might have a better numbers. But you're not winning nothing with him because the defense is horrible. And that's just my logic. And I think a lot of people forget that. If the team revolves around one guy, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson would have won more than one Super Bowl. Exactly. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I mean, if that was the case, that's absolutely right. You look at quarterbacks in the league, man. They have all the time. Look at Josh Allen. The Bills had everything around Josh Allen? They had a legit offense. They had a good offensive line. They had receivers around. They had a good quarterback who could throw. Their defense wasn't that good. Obviously, to stop Mahomes, they couldn't stop him. You know what I'm saying? You got to get a defense, and especially our defense. Our defense is not ready to win a championship. Newsflash for you. We're looking to trade Fletcher Cox. If you get Deshaun Watson, who are you going to replace him with? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you get a quarterback that's legit and talented, but you also get a quarterback who has no defense. So he would have to go every time and try to compete and try to win it for y'all because this defense can't stop nobody. It would have just been like the Carson situation in 18 where we were holding on by skin of the teeth every single time. We were holding on the edge of our chairs because we couldn't stop nobody. You watch the Eagles. How many times have you watched this defense blow games in the fourth quarter? That is going to be your realistic option if we get Watson. You're not going to have enough pieces to build around him. So you can say goodbye to all these first-round picks. You're going to say goodbye to all the potential of getting better on defense. And you can say, fuck the picks, give me a quarterback. But at the end of the day, quarterback don't mean shit because if quarterback means shit, Randall Cunningham would have been a Super Bowl champion. If quarterback means shit, then fuck it, Cam Newton would have been a Super Bowl champion. If quarterback was so legit and was one quarterback away, then Josh Allen would have been a Super Bowl champion this year. You could put the same for the Tennessee Titans. No, not Tennessee Titans. Excuse me. The Cleveland Browns. No. The Browns have a legit defense. Who I'm thinking of? It's a good offense. It's a good offense. The Packers. There we go. The Packers. The Packers got a legit offense. Their defense is horrible. You know what I'm saying? What capital do the Panthers have to move Deshaun Watson there? I keep seeing this pop up. I mean, they do got Christian McCaffrey. They do got a first this year. And it's not up to the Panthers cap. Listen, they could give up less, but it's up to Deshaun Watson. Watson could say, I want to go to Carolina. And guess what? The Texans have no choice but to trade him there. Watson has so much power, you don't understand how much Watson has. Watson could say, I don't want to go to any other team but the Panthers. They're going to have no choice but to take less for him because it's going to be up to Watson. So if Watson says, for example, I want to go to Philadelphia, well, he's probably going to go to Philadelphia, but it's not like because it's up to Watson. I don't think Houston's going to get that much out of Watson. I really don't. The guy pretty much has the Houston Texans by their balls. I mean, he's squeezing no homo, but he's squeezing the life out of their choices really. Shots to the Panthers got Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, and they also got Robbie Anderson could be a trade option. I heard that Jeremy Chin could be an option. I wouldn't trade Jeremy Chin. I mean, you're just giving up a lot for your defense. But they got, I mean, I can see Sam Darnold is a guy that they're looking to move. Maybe Houston does need a quarterback. You add Sam Darnold to there. You know what I'm saying? Well, he's not that good, but Houston's pretty much would take anybody right now. They also got they got Robbie Anderson. I think Robbie Anderson could be on the move. You know what I'm saying? You got who else? I could see a scenario where, I ain't gonna say, but I think they could trade J.C. Horn. He just got hurt. And if they're desperate for they might trade anybody. You never know how this NFL works, man. You never know how the NFL works. They did get Henderson. They do have. I think Gilmore's a free agent, but it's gonna be interesting what they do. Coming off a back years injured, how much value does he have? I mean, listen, man. If you don't go to let's say for example, right? If you don't understand, the Texans have no leverage on Deshaun Watson. They don't get to decide where Deshaun Watson goes. Deshaun Watson can force the Texans to trade him for less. That's the beauty of trade clause. But Deshaun Watson is more likely going to go to Carolina. I would be surprised if he doesn't. Well, the Texans got Davis Mills, so I don't know if they would take Darnold. Oh, no, they'll take Darnold. They absolutely would. He would be a good backup for them. But it's free with picks. They will take him. Absolutely. We all know running backs lose their money. Yeah, well, Texans are desperate, man. They want Watson out of here. They want Watson out of here. They want to put everything in the past so they can move on and build a future. And if Watson wants to go to Carolina, he will go there. And there's nothing that Houston Texans can pretty much do. Texas fans think they're going to get 3 first-round picks for him. No, because it's up to Watson where he wants to go. Houston wanted to get Watson up out of here. They would probably have a trade done by now. But they have to decide where Watson wants to go. Watson wants to go only certain places. And you know what? Sometimes it is smart because, that's the thing about beauty of a trade clause. You get traded to a team that you prefer to go to, that you're comfortable to go to. Because some teams want to trade you to anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And Watson has a trade clause to prevent him from going to certain teams, like the Philadelphia Eagles, like the Washington football team, like the New York Giants, like the New York Jets, like the Cleveland Browns, like the Jacksonville Jaguars, or not Jacksonville Jaguars have Trevor Lawrence, but they could be interested, like the 49ers. So any team Deshaun Watson doesn't want to go to, they can't force him to go to. And I think they'll end up taking less value, in my opinion. If I was an elite quarterback looking for a ring, I would go to Carolina. Exactly, I would too. Carolina is one quarterback away from, to me, competing. The Falcons are not legit. They're not doing nothing. The Saints are done. They would be clear favorites to win that division easily. The Buccaneers don't got a quarterback. They're going to rely on Kyle Trask to be their guy. They don't have Tom Brady anymore. Fuck that dude, but still. So the Panthers would be clear favorites to win it. Just saying, you got to think of the Carolina Panthers. If they get Watson, they're clear to win the division easily. The Falcons are a joke. The Falcons are known to more for blowing leads. And I think Deshaun Watson with the Panthers, with that offensive line, Sam Darnold's just horrible. He's horrible. Even though if he was versus the Eagles last year, Deshaun Watson with that team, I think they would have won that game. But Sam Darnold, you saw him. The man couldn't throw. You want a definition of a guy who's just a noodle arm? That guy sucks. He doesn't have an arm. He's not as legit. He can't throw, can't read a defense. He's horrible, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the Buccaneers are another destination, but I don't think the Buccaneers are going to have enough cap space. They're struggling to even free guys because how much cap space. They relied on Tom Brady to play 4 to 5 more years. Bro, Carson Wentz could have blew out Darnold. I don't know about that one. I think Carson Wentz would have choked that game. I think Carson Wentz would have choked that game, bro. I think it would have threw a pick 6 or something right to our freaking German chin. I don't think you win without Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna be real with you. I think Jalen Hurts showed he could be clutch at some moments. And that's why I said there's some flashes that he could be a good quarterback. You know, a lot of people feel like he can't be. I'm on the middle of saying that he can be because we've seen quarterbacks take a huge jump at the year 2 that people label Josh Allen as a bust. And I'm not comparing Jalen Hurts to him. I'm just saying you got to give quarterbacks time, man. You can't just reach for a quarterback and expect them to be legit. The man was a draft pick. He was a second round pick. To me, a guy who's a project. It takes time to develop a quarterback, man. And Eagle fans want instant gratification. Like I said, Don McNabb was in his league right now. He would have been thrown out the NFL. He would have been thrown. Eagle fans would have won him out of here. Well, yes, the Buccaneers are in the cap depth, but if I were the Tampa Bay, I would release the least good of a free agent, maybe the backup tight end. Hey, yeah, I mean, Deshaun Watson with the Buccaneers team would be very scary. They'd probably be back in the Super Bowl again. No, bro, Carolina's offensive line is not good. Yeah, you're crazy. The Carolina Panthers offensive line is pretty good. It is pretty good. Darnold is just horrible. Darnold is fucking trash. That Panthers offensive line is legit. I think Deshaun Watson makes them better. I really do. That would be a team that would be scary with him. Because he's also mobile too. You gotta say Sam Darnold's not mobile. Deshaun Watson's mobile. So he could get out of pressure. Sam Darnold is a statue. He won't run. Deshaun Watson will. Deshaun Watson has the legs. He can move out of trouble. He's a guy that you got to prepare for with his legs and arm. And you got DJ Moore on the other side. Now you got to prepare for Deshaun Watson too. He's also a dual threat. He can run. He can take off. He's a guy that has an arm. You know what I'm saying? This guy is also, you got to understand, Deshaun Watson is only 26 years old. He's a mobile quarterback. You saw what Cam Newton was with Carolina. Look what they did. They didn't know how to stop him. Now you got a guy who can throw, who is legit, who's not a freaking showboat, who doesn't do the Superman 24/7. I think they're legit, man. However, if I was Tampa Bay, I would do everything in my power to keep Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, unless they're just away. Well, Chris Godwin was on a franchise tag, so I don't think he goes anywhere. Mike Evans is not going anywhere. I mean, if you get Deshaun Watson, you're probably going to have Mike Evans there too to have him catch for him. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, it's going to be interesting with Deshaun Watson go. I mean, he could also go to. I mean, woo, woo. I mean, like I said, you never know with this team. You never know. But I'm just happy that the Eagles are going to build around. Hopefully they build around. I mean, anything could change. Now I can see an alert right now. The Eagles traded for Deshaun Watson. You never know with the Eagles, man. You never know. We got to keep an eye on it. Until it's officially over, the Eagles are not always out of the sweepstakes. You never know with Tyler Roseby. He's a sneaky, sneaky snake. Panthers gave up 50 sacks this year. They got to draft Linderbaum or those two. No, I mean, I disagree. I think Deshaun Watson with the Carolina Panthers would be legit. You got to understand, Sam Darnold is just a horrible quarterback, man. You got to understand that the offense is really good. It's just that that quarterback was piss poor. Piss poor. Oh, wait, I forgot, man. They would have to give up at that pace. Probably. Well, Slasher, when you got a Sam Darnold as a quarterback, he's going to get sacked regardless how good that offensive line is. Adios to try. What's up? Where you hot? I sent you a link, man. Are you driving? Adios trade Watson to Philly rumors. I mean, listen, man. Right now, it looks like the Eagles are not interested, but we gotta wait it out, man. I'm telling you, this Eagles team, it and that's the thing about Howard Roseman, man. This guy is a sneaky person. You never know what this guy does. He could be on the phone right now as we speak, talking about potential trades, man. You never know with this dude. And that's why I think until this officially over, that Deshaun Watson is no longer going to be an Eagle, that he's officially a Panther or officially a Buck. You never know with this Eagles team. Because like I said, man, we could think of one thing, and then tomorrow is the Eagles aggressively trying to get Watson. And it'd be like, yo, what about the rumors that we weren't interested in him? Well, now it comes out that the Eagles are aggressively trying to get him. So I don't believe nothing these stories says until it's officially over. Like I said, I think that Howie Roseman is a guy who says one thing and he does the opposite. You know what I'm saying? And do I think he's interested in Deshaun Watson? Yes, I do. And if it's the right price, and it's up to Deshaun Watson if he wants to come to Philly. And that's what people understand, man, is, Deshaun Watson has so much leeway than a lot of people think so. So if Deshaun Watson says, well, I want to go to Philadelphia, well, the Eagles are definitely going to be the favorites to land him because we're going to have an upcast. I don't even think we would have to give away too much for him. It's going to be up to Deshaun Watson where he wants to go. Because the Panthers, to me, is a team that if I'm Deshaun Watson, these are the two teams that I would like to go to. When you look at it, I would like to go to the Bucks. I would like to go to the Steelers, which I don't think is likely because they're not going to trade him in the conference. I would like to go to. So it would probably be either the Bucks or the Panthers that I would be interested in going. If I'm Deshaun Watson, I would look at the Bucks because they got Mike Evans, they got Godwin. You got a good offensive line who's ready to win. They're more of a ready-win team than the Panthers, if you ask me. If you give them Deshaun Watson, that team is fucking dangerous. It might be more dangerous than Tom Brady. And he's only 26, so you're definitely going to have a dynasty right there. Tom Brady was they thought he was going to play 4 to 5 more years. And he retired. Thank God he did. But now you add Deshaun Watson with that Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, with his mobility. Good luck stopping that team. That'd be scary. However, the Eagles don't have a defense. And once again, exactly. But listen, Howard Roseman, when you listen to his interview on the NBC Sports, or was it it was NBC Sports or something like that, or with the one guy who's with Chris CBS Sports, he was talking about how look at the Stafford trade. And that just opened my eyes because I don't think Howie Roseman understands that this defense is horrible. Because Howie Roseman's on his last year of his deal. And if Hurts doesn't work out, then Howie's more likely gone. Because you drafted this guy in the second round. So Howie Roseman is going to do everything he can to save his team. And you know what? If you get Deshaun Watson, it's going to make him look good on offense. Because they're going to say, well, this defense sucks. But you got a quarterback. And Eagle fans are going to love him because they get it. They want Deshaun. I've seen a lot of Eagle fans are saying, goodbye, Jalen Hurts. We learn how to read your defense. What are you talking about? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy. These Eagle fans to me, are willing to get rid of Hurts after just one legit, real full season. But here's the thing. I can put up Carson Wentz stats from his first rookie year, and they were not even compared to Jalen Hurts. And yet, I did not hear one person say get rid of Carson Wentz after his rookie year. But Hurts is the bad guy in Philly. You know what? I hope Hurts embraces the bad guy being in Philadelphia. I hope he does. I hope he goes out there and shuts all these people up. Because if Hurts is the guy going forward, then this is his time to take the bull from the horns and stick it right through Howie Roseman's ass. No homo. Both spots would be really awesome for Watson. Watson on the Bucks. Yeah, that would be scary, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you get Watson to the Bucks, that's a fucking legit Super Bowl team. I think they could go undefeated. I mean, Watson with that offense line, with that high power offense, with that receiving core, you not only that you could track players back. I think Leonard Fournette would probably stay there just to play with Deshaun. Deshaun Watson is a guy who attracts a lot of players, and that's how I think the Eagles look at it too. He would track a lot of players to Philadelphia too. People, But here's the thing: you also will lose a lot of players too because his contract is also really, really bad. You got to restructure his deal. That's why I think a part of it why the trade won't go through that much. Why I think teams are stepping away is because of his contract. His contract is really bad. Plus, he has agreed to come here. So if he has to come here, some teams are going to want a team-friendly deal. So they're going to try to restructure his deal to make it team-friendly. And is Deshaun Watson going to do that? You know what I'm saying? They're not worried about the allegations. He's innocent. It's just his contract is huge. You also got to understand that you're giving up a lot and plus he would have to. There's 3 parts of this trade that has to be figured out, and that's why I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to get traded first. I think this Deshaun Watson trade is going to take a while to complete because you're going to have to give up picks. See, people think it's easy to just trade for Deshaun. No, it's not, because number one, he has agreed to come here. I heard he's meeting with every team, so he's going to meet with Philadelphia to see if he wants to go there. If he likes Philadelphia, hold your horses. Hold your horses. Because all it does is if Howie Roseman persuades Deshaun Watson to come here, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. We have to make sure Deshaun Watson hates Philadelphia. I hope Howie Roseman pisses off Deshaun Watson. I hope to God he fucking says something stupid for Deshaun Watson to say, yeah, I'm done. Let me go to the next. But that's what's going to happen. Deshaun Watson's supposed to meet with teams. He's supposed to go in the building, and because he's going to see what option. Listen, Deshaun Watson's going to pick where he wants to choose. We got to hold the press. See, they think it's easy. It's going to get announced right away. No, it's going to take a while to get announced. I think Deshaun Watson's probably going to be. It's going to be like where he's going to visit every team. So he's going to visit Philadelphia. Yeah, it's going to be. I think that you're going to see Deshaun Watson. I heard that the Eagles are supposed to meet with him to see if he wants. Deshaun was supposed to meet with every team. So maybe you'll see him in Philadelphia one day. I'm sure the cameras will be everywhere on him. I hope to God Howard Rose would pisses him off, because if he's not, and Deshaun Watson likes it here, because I think he's going to be. That's what I heard. That he's going to go to every team. He's going to probably go to Philadelphia, probably look at the stadium, see if he wants to be traded there, see if he likes it there. Knowing Howard Roseman, he'll try to persuade him to come here. So there's a lot of parts to it. Plus, you got to get the capital. What does Houston want? Because, like I said, I'm not giving up 3 first-round picks. If it's next year's first and a second, like I told where you're hiding, then it is interesting. But there's a lot of parts to it. I think Deshaun Watson's supposed to going to go to every. So he's going to be in Carolina, I think. I think he's going to be in Philadelphia. I think he could be in Tampa Bay. So every team is going to have a chance to talk to him. And they're going to have a chance to say one thing, hey, come here, man. You got a chance to win a championship here. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be up to the Eagles if they can persuade him to come here. But it's going to be interesting, man, because that's what I heard, that he's just it's going to be hold your horses. That's all I'm going to say. Hold your horses. I said right now they're not interested, but Deshaun Watson can flip like that. If the Eagles get him in the building and they persuade him to be traded, because he's going to be going to every team and he's going to be looking at every team. He's going to probably go in the building. I expect him to be in Philadelphia by next week and see if he likes it there. If he likes Philadelphia, he'll probably be an Eagle. If he doesn't like, I hope to God Howard Roseman. I just hope Howard Roseman says something stupid or obnoxious. That's what I hope. It is what it is. I hope Watson doesn't go to the Buccaneers or the Panthers. I really want Watson to stay in the AFCs because I like the NFC's lack of. Well, I mean, Deshaun Watson, if he goes anywhere, it's going to be in the NFC East. Because here's the thing, right? If you're Houston, why would you trade him in your conference? I keep on saying the same thing with Russell Wilson. The Eagles and the Reds, Washington offered a big, huge. I heard that Washington offered a lot. They offered more than Denver. You know what I'm saying, but Seattle didn't want to trade. They didn't feel comfortable trading him to the conference, and that's smart. I don't. If Deshaun Watson goes to anywhere, it's going to be in the NFC East. They're going to want him out of the conference. The only time they'll probably face him is if they get to the Super Bowl. But they do not want him versus them in the regular season. You want him as far as possible away from your division. If you're a team that looking to move on from. So I could see like a Panthers, the Eagles are going to be in the mix, the Buccaneers are going to be in the mix. I think the Giants are out. I don't see how they get him. Yeah, I mean they got 2 first. I maybe, but Deshaun Watson wouldn't be interested because like what the fuck, they have no offensive line. If you want to talk about disastrous, that's a team that you don't want to go to is the Giants. The Giants suck. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about the Giants. Deshaun come to the Giants. Why? Their offensive line's horrible. You would kill him. You know what I'm saying? He would definitely be injury prone over there. But yeah, those 3 teams, the Panthers, Bucks, and Eagles are going to be those top guys that I think Watson will look interested in. I hope Watson does not like the Eagles. Listen, man, I would not be mad if we get Watson. Like I said, man, he's a good quarterback. I just don't like what we would have to give up. If it is a friendly compensation, like if we give up a next year's first and maybe a second for him, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's to me that I just hope we don't get fleeced in the deal. And to me, when you look at Houston, they're looking to get as most as possible out of him. Because he is only 26 years old. But he also, I mean, like I said, I gotta get a player or a guy in return just with Watson, man. You gotta get me something, man. You gotta give me something. You can't just give me Watson and I have to give you a lot. No, that can't. I gotta get that. You gotta lower your price for order me to be interested. If I'm the Eagles, I'm fine with Watson. I just don't want it exactly. I don't want to spend 3 first round. Exactly, and that's my point. Would I not mind getting Deshaun Watson? No, I wouldn't. Deshaun Watson is a good quarterback. And I want everybody to understand. I would love to have Deshaun Watson. Are you serious? The guy is a beast. You know what I'm saying? My problem is number 1, Deshaun Watson. You would have to build around him. Number 2, why would Deshaun Watson go from Houston to a team that, let's be real, a GM who pisses off quarterbacks, who doesn't like building around quarterbacks, who does the stupidest shit you could come up with. The guy is a complete nerd. And you probably just pissed off Jalen Hurts. Because Jalen Hurts rumored that he took off his ego. I don't know. I think it's overblown, but you never know. You never know with Jalen Hurts. I mean, he could be upset. Maybe Jalen Hurts says, you know what? I want out of here. I want out. Get me up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And I hope the guy he doesn't say, because I don't think he's that type quarterback. But like I said, Deshaun Watson is going to go to every team. I think that Philadelphia is going to be a team that he's going to look interested in, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't. I think the realistic option that he'll end up in is Carolina. When it's all said and done, I think it's going to be a Panther. But you never know. This Eagles team could do something ridiculous, and they can trade for him. They have the ammo to do it. And that's what's scary about the Eagles is they got the ammo to, if they have one thing they can do, is they could definitely get a caliber player like Deshaun. But also, I like the fact that Deshaun has a no trade clause. So that means they can trade for all the players they want. But Deshaun Watson would have to agree to come to Philadelphia. And if he says, no, I don't want to go there, well, that picks won't mean shit because Houston can't physically trade him unless he agrees to come here. My boy Rihanna sent me an image, man. I got to see it later. Also, we have no defense in Philly. Like I said, and our only receiver is Devontae Smith. Like who else is passing the ball to? Dallas Goedert. Goddard's a good player. Jalen Reagor. No. Jalen Reagor. Here's the thing I do. What if we package? Would you be mad if we package? Not this year's, because I wouldn't trade this year's pick. Next year's pick, Jalen Reagor, because they do need receiver. Brother Boy, Andre Dillard, and the second round this year. I might do that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might do that. And maybe obviously they need quarterback. Maybe Gardner Minshew or Jalen Hurts. You might have to give up Jalen Hurts. I'll throw in Jalen Hurts if that's the case. But giving up 3 first-round picks for the dude, nah. I'm sorry. But I might throw Rager and see what we can do to get Watson. I mean, if you give up Rager, JJ, Andre Dillard, right? Because it's real. We don't need Andre Dillard. We got our left tackle for the future. We got Malata. Why are we keeping Andre Dillard when he's not even going to get playing time? So he'll definitely get playing time. Plus, Houston really wanted him in the draft. You know what I'm saying? But he's a tight end, though. We need receivers. Yeah, I mean, like I said, hold your breath. That's all I'm going to say. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Hold it tight. Hold it until it turns purple. I don't know what you want to say. This is Howie Roseman that we're talking about. You know, Ray Hodges probably sent me a picture saying we're not interested in Watson. I don't believe any rumors until it's officially over because this team is desperate. They're desperate to get a quarterback in here. They're desperate. And like I said, there's rumors Deshaun Watson is going to go to every team. So I expect the Eagles to be prepared for Deshaun Watson to go into Philadelphia. They're going to try to persuade him to come to Philadelphia. I just hope that how he pisses him off to the point where he doesn't want to come here. Now, if Deshaun Watson wants to come here, that's fine. My problem is, what are we going to give up? Because, listen, we offered a first-round pick for Calvin Ridley. So we are desperate to get players in here, man. And that's just being real with you. Hold your breath. Yeah, Goddard is good, but he's a tight end. I don't think I read that. Get out of here. No more spamming. You're banned. Bye. I mean, like I said, man, it's going to be interesting what the Eagles do. Just hold your breath, man. Hold your breath and do this all day. Because you never know with this Philadelphia Eagles team. I don't believe any report until it's officially true. Because they say they're not interested, and then they say they are, and the report says the Eagles are not interested, and they're pursuing him. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect. This team, it gives me question marks. This is the 5th time we heard that they're not interested. And then tomorrow will be the Eagles are really interested in Deshaun Watson. Or they really are trying to pursue Deshaun Watson. Or they really are looking to trade for Deshaun Watson. So I don't know. We've been hearing this all offseason. I just want to see where he goes. You know, if we do get him, I hope it's not a lot for him. I really don't. We need these 3 first-round picks, and I hope Howard Roseman's smart about it. That's all I'm going to say. I also like the trade clause. It gives quarterbacks the option to choose. I mean, listen, and you know what? That saves you from doing something stupid like with Howard Roseman. If Howard Roseman had his way, those 3 first-round picks would have been in Houston. I promise you, if Howie Roseman had his way, those 3 first-round picks would have been for Russell Wilson. Those 2 would have been probably a Philadelphia Eagle by now. Probably Watson, more likely. This guy is desperate. He's never been desperate before, but he's really desperate this time. His job is on the line. When you listen to him, it looks like he's interested in quarterbacks. He offered for Russell Wilson. I expect him to offer for Deshaun Watson. Until it's over, until they officially trade him, and he's no longer a part of an option to be traded, the Eagles are going to be desperate to get at him. I'm saying they're going to be desperate to get him, but we're going to see where he does. Like I said, they're going to try to persuade Deshaun Watson to come to Philly. I know Harris was trying to get him on the phone and convince him to come to Philly and say we're going to build around you and this and that. I just hope Deshaun Watson knows what he's doing. Because if I'm Deshaun Watson, I'm looking at Carolina. I'm looking at the Bucs. I'm looking at the best possible. You got to also look at what's the best for his family. So what's the best for him? For his brand? Does he want to be a Philadelphia Eagle? Because I don't think he said out his mouth that he wants to be. I know there's a rumor he didn't want to be there. But teams change. Players change all the time. So we don't know what Deshaun Watson said. This man hasn't talked in years. He hasn't been he hasn't said anything yet. So time is ticking. I mean, time is going to be a factor. We're going to see what happens. Russell Wilson was good, but like I said, again, not worth 3 first. No, not for a 33-year-old. It's different for a 26-year-old, not even 26-year-old. I'm not trading 3 first-round picks for no. I don't care who they are. They could be fucking Joe Montana. Good as Joe Montana is, I'm not trading 3 first-round picks for the dude. When your defense is lackluster, you don't have a legit defense. How are you going to win with Watson if you have no legit defense? The Texas defense was even worse than us. We were one of the worst defense. We were ranked with the Falcons. That's horrible. That's embarrassing. Cox is getting older. Brandon Graham is probably going to be done after this year. Kelsey's probably going to retire after this year. What are you going to do with what happens if Kelsey retires next year? And you got Watson, you can't afford to get players in, man. And also, you lose cap space when you do that shit, man. Because Watson has a contract. Obviously, Howie Roseberg can fix some money and do his due diligence to give us more cap space. But still, you just got rid of a quarterback that had cap space, man. I cap it. You're going to bring another one? Just build around Jalen Hurts and use these 3 first-round picks and get some players, man. And if you're really concerned about Jalen Hurts next year, and if he doesn't do good, you're probably going to have the number 1 pick. You're probably going to draft a quarterback. But a lot of Eagle fans are impatient. They want the quickest answer. They look at Deshaun Watson. They think that he's going to change this impact. Yes, the NFC East is trash. Well, I still think the Dallas Cowboys might be still the favorites to win it, if without even with Watson, because you don't even know what Watson would look like if he was in Philadelphia. You just are hoping that this guy will be, but we don't even know if he's going to be the same. He hasn't played in a year. You got to put that in factor too, man. Do I think Watson will be fine? I think he'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? But let's see where this goes, man. It's going to be interesting what the Eagles do, man. It's going to be interesting. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And then Way Hines just showed me an image of the Eagles are starting Deshaun Watson. So again, the Eagles, Howie Roseman loves Deshaun so much. I mean, when does it stop, bro? And this is why I say you can't believe that. Now there's another report coming at the Eagles are interested in Watson. I think I already saw that report, but yeah, listen, just hold your breath. Hold your breath. That's all I'm going to say. Until it's officially over, don't count the Eagles out. Never count them out, man. Especially Howie. He's dangerous with his picks. He's dangerous. He's dangerous. He's dangerous. He's loaded. He's loaded with ammo. Hold your breath. That's all I'm going to say. So everybody who said Watson's not coming here, hold your breath. That's all I'm going to say. Hold your breath, man, because Howard Roseman has picks. He's he's good at persuading people. He's good at making people believe, especially the guy like Deshaun Watson, who Jose, if he says something like, Deshaun Watson, it's Howard Roseman, bud. How are you doing with the Philadelphia Eagles? Oh, I'm doing good. Listen, man, we really want you here. We think that you will be a good player here. We got you weapon. We could get you Devontae Smith. We got 3 first-round picks. We want you here, man. We want to win championship here. We've been a successful player. Jeffrey Lurie really loves you. You know what I'm saying? You come to Philadelphia. It's a great place. The fans love you. The fans want to play. That's all it's going to probably take. Because Deshaun Watson going to say, oh, my God, they really want me. I mean, McNabb was successful here. I could take this team all the way. Howie Roseman is a persuader. He's also a snake, but One thing about him, he can sway. He's easy to manipulate people. I just hope Deshaun Watson's smart about it. That's all. Anyway, enough with the Watson for the day. I'm excited for the draft once again. Well, like I said, man, I'm gonna keep talking about it because I think this trade's gonna go down by today. I'm gonna be on here all day today until this Watson shit is cleared. So, because the Eagles, I think, are going to try to get a trade done by today. I was saying, what is Randall Cunningham saying now? I mean, this is a team that is so dangerous. Yeah, I agree. We need some receivers too, man. But we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. But I appreciate you for coming on, man. God damn, I'm tired of this shit. I just wanted to end. Please, God, just trade for him already. I'm saying, but I would not be mad if we get him, but it's just what we give up for him. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
Not all get wins are going to be double digit. I know we've been the norm of that here lately, but it feels good to win one like this, right? This team just keeps fighting. You're up 20, you fight. You're down 7, you fight. It just keeps fighting. That's who we are. We're tough. We're nasty. We're physical. That's who we are. And we know who we are. And that's going to serve us well going into this next portion of our season, right? Hey, this is the one time I'll say this to you. Enjoy this tonight. Enjoy this one tonight. All right? And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Right? We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm watching as a fan tonight. All right? I'm watching some of those games as a fan tonight. I know we can't control it, but I'm watching. Unreal. You should be proud of yourselves.
Look, we see everything we overcome, man. We know we control everything we can do. And 91 said it last night. I'm about to give about the play. I'm about to give who make the play. Right? And Rod came in today. He made a big time play with the knee. Hey, straight and grit, straight perseverance, man, through all the whole season. We're gonna keep this going. Eagles on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I don't know what happened with that clip. It's gonna be interesting what the Eagles do. I'm telling you now, it's gonna be interesting. So just hold your breath, man. Hold your breath. Hold it. Hold your breath. I don't know why the fuck it keeps on popping up. I mean, we do got a wide receiver. Look at. I always love this clip. Whoop! Just what a clip, man. What a play. I like Hurts personally, man. He's a more. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. I am not going to be mad if we get Jalen Hurts another year. I'm not going to be mad if we get Deshaun Watson. My problem with Deshaun Watson is he going to be mentally tough? Does he want to come to Philadelphia? And what is the cost to get him? If we end up getting Deshaun Watson for less, I would not be mad. You will not see me be mad. Matter of fact, I would be happy. It's just when I hear 3 first-round picks, when you need defense, it bothers me. And when people say it doesn't matter, well, it kind of does. Because you're going to end up just being, well, what if this? What if that? And the Jalen goes to succeed somewhere else, and you give it up for Deshaun, and he can't do it because he has no defense, you're going to look foolish. And that's just being real with you. But I would not be mad if we get Deshaun. Absolutely not. He's a good quarterback. And he's still young. Yeah, Devontae Smith is definitely a number 1 receiver, man. Smith is got hands. He was a good in college, and he is good now. Yeah, he's a beast, dude. Devontae Smith's a monster. And I expect him to have a good year, too. I expect them to have a jump. I expect them to have more expectations this year. I expect them to do more crazy stuff. If he does this in his rookie year, imagine what he's going to do year 2. I cannot wait for year 2 of DeVonta Smith because this guy, I think, is going to get better and better. I think he can be a legit receiver in this National Football League. People worried about his size. Size is not everything. It's about heart and what you put out on the field. And you know what? The guy has so much heart on that field, man. And you just see it, man. I mean, this guy's a baller. He's hungry. He wants the ball. And you know what? I like players like that. And DeVonta Smith was the right pick for the Philadelphia Eagles. Absolutely. I would not listen, man. People say, well, we could have Michael Parsons. Yeah, well, you know, we needed a number 1 receiver. And you know what? DeVonta Smith was the exact thing that we needed. You know, you saw Jamar Chase was an option. Waddle was an option. DeVonta Smith was clear the option. You know, when we look at DeVonta Smith, Jamar Chase were the best receivers out that draft, in my opinion. You know, I'd say you can say Waddle, but I think DeVonta was better. I think DeVonta Smith just was the guy that really was holding the glue for this team. You know what I'm saying? Because the other two, I mean, the other first round pick, we ain't gonna name Mr. I call him. I asked White two drops. Well, he was horrible. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Good evening. I'm so happy for Hurts. I feel like though there's a lot of improvement, but I think he's will be great within 2 years. Well, you know, like I said to everybody, man, we got to hold our breath with this Eagles team. Because, like I said, my boy Way Hine just posted a image of Howie was back to being interested in Deshaun Watson again. Howie Roseman, one thing about him is he will not stop. He will not stop, man. He will get his way, whether it's, you know, until the Deshaun Watson officially has been traded, no longer an option, the Eagles are always going to be the ones that are going to go after him the hardest. And Howie Roseman, one thing about him is he's good at persuading people. He's very good at persuading people. He's very good at getting people to come here. He's done it with so many teams. He got Darius Slay to come here. He's got DeVonta Smith he got so many other players to come here. So it would not surprise me he persuades Deshaun Watson to come to Philadelphia. Now, my problem is I'm not mad if we do get Deshaun. My problem is I keep on saying I'm not giving up picks. I had to see the trade clause where the rumors were done with him with the allegations. It's looked like it is, and he's proven innocent. The next step is what are we giving up? Because when I see mock drafts, I hear 3 first-round picks. I'm automatically going to say no. I don't agree with that. I give up next year's first-round pick, not this year coming up, but next year's, the 2023. I give that up, and maybe Jalen Reagor, maybe Andre Dillard. Because let's hear Andre Dillard. What is he really doing here? What is he really doing here? Let him go somewhere like Houston where he's going to have a chance to play, man. I say, but also you got to say, don't they have Laramie Tunsil over there? Are they going to look to trade him? It's going to be interesting what the Eagles do. It really is. You know, you just gotta hold your breath. Got to hope Deshaun Watson says no, because if he doesn't, the Eagles are definitely going to persuade for him to come. Also, going back to Week 13 when we lost 13-7 to the Giants, if Smith would have got the ball, we would have probably won that game. Yeah, and also, I mean, Jalen Hurts wasn't good in that game, and I ain't gonna lie to you. For me to say he was good, he wasn't good. He was horrible. But Jalen Reagor, I mean, you know, when you listen to this guy, right, and Bob, that Giants game, perfect example. You know, you listen to this guy right here.
Just two drops that I would say very uncharacteristic, but you know, just gotta go through the highs and lows and go to the next week and you know make the plays.
How do you recover from that personally?
Just keep going. I mean, you know, I had catches and stuff like that, so I just gotta keep going, just not get down on myself.
The last one, what was kind of going on that play? And like, you know, it seemed like you got Jalen was running around, you were running around. Just kind of describe what happened.
It was just a scramble drill, just you know him breaking the pocket and you know just something we do in practice, just a scramble drill.
Conversation like with Jalen after the game. Obviously, we saw how disappointed you guys were.
Just keep going. You know, him and the coaches, everybody just told me to keep going. You know, we got each other back.
To me, he looked like he was about to cry when he saw that video. I just think this guy is mentally defeated. And you know what? I don't get why you would throw to him. The man has absolutely no idea how to run a route, man. He's just not good.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind trading him in the package for Watson. If we were going to trade Jalen Rager, sign me up. Get him up out of here because I don't think the guy's tough enough to be in Philadelphia. Let him go to Houston. You have a great point about Dillard, Rager, and Wetzel. Yeah, I mean, listen, here's what I'd do. If you want to be realistic on what I would take for Deshaun Watson, it would be this one. I'd trade my next year's first round pick because you're obviously going to have to give up a first round pick. He's 26 years old. He is a Pro Bowl caliber quarterback. He is a guy that is really, really good when he has everything around him. I think he could be legit if he goes to Tampa Bay. But if you're talking about the Eagles, when you look at it, I've seen a lot of mocks say 3 first round. I'm not giving up 3 first round this year. Yeah, I'm not touching these 3 first round this year. Not if we say, for example, you do get Deshaun. I'm not trading these 3 first because then I will have to build around him. You know what I'm saying? If I get Deshaun Watson, I'm probably going to build him a defense. Or I'm going to get him I'm going to even get Garrett Wilson with mixed with Devontae Smith. So I know he has weapons around him, right? So I'm trading either the 2023 or 2023 first round pick next year because we really don't need it. If you get Deshaun Watson, you really don't need it, right? Maybe on the late second, Jalen Rager, Whiteside, Andre Dillard. I'll even throw in. I know a lot of people won't like it, but I'll throw in Davion Taylor because I mean you need to give him a caliber player. Maybe Davion Taylor would be a perfect situation. You send him to Houston. Or someone like that, or Kayvon Wallace. Put in Kayvon Wallace. At that point, I'll trade Kayvon Wallace in the package. Let him go to Houston. You know what I'm saying? They need safety. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they put in like someone like that. John Hightower. I mean, there's so much shit the Eagles can trade players. I mean, they have a lot of players they could trade. They could trade Kerry Vincent Jr. there too. I mean, it's crazy. What does Houston want? What players do they want? Yeah, I'm saying the only players I want to consider trading is Devontae Smith and my core players. But other than that, hey, let me know. Rager's, I'm looking to shop. I'll even throw Cox in the trade package for Houston if they want him. You know what I'm saying? If they want him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Hurts was awful, but he threw 2 game-winning touchdowns. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? That's my point, man. And, that goes back to my point. Yes, Hurts was awful, but you got to catch him as a receiver. You can't drop those balls. Those are instant, game-winning, changing touchdowns. If Jalen Rager catches it, we wouldn't talk about Jalen Hurts being bad. And if we do, we're going to talk about how he came back and won the game. As a receiver, you make your quarterback look good by catching those balls. You're a number 1 pick. I expect you to catch up. If it goes right through your hands, you got to catch that ball, man. You got to catch it. And you got your eyes closed. Like, open your damn eyes, catch the ball. Stop trying to be Mr. Superhero. I mean, I don't know what the hell he was doing. He looked like he was sleeping when he was trying to catch the ball. Did you not take a nap before game day? Like, what the hell? Like, that don't make sense. But I want Jalen Rager out of here. I'm not a fan of him. Never was. I don't think he's that good. Would you trade Sanders? Yes, I would. I'd trade Miles Sanders. That's another option. I could see the Eagles trading Miles Sanders to Houston, but a lot of people don't feel comfortable. Listen, Miles Sanders is a guy who was on his contract, last day of his contract. We're probably not going to pay him. So let's get something back from him. The Eagles didn't want to give Miles Sanders for Hopkins. I mean, this is a guy that I would consider doing it because you can draft another running back. Running backs are easily replaceable. That's one thing about running backs is you can get another running back. And I just don't think Miles Sanders is all that. I think he's kind of overrated in my opinion. But, I hope he has a better year. I thought he stunk this year. I would not trade Sanders as he and Scott Field or running game. No, I disagree. I think Scott and Howard were really legit running backs. I think Miles Sanders is a guy who he doesn't fit, or if you look at, he don't fit a running game. He doesn't. Every time when Miles Sanders runs, I see a guy who tries to do too much, don't hit the holes, can't stay. He hasn't stayed healthy for a full season yet. I've not seen him stay for a full season being healthy. He always gets injured. He's injury prone. And you know what? If you could get something back from him, I'm doing it. Because you could get a running back. There are going to be so many running backs in this draft. I mean, I get the guy out of Florida State. What's his name? Forget the guy's name, but I get that dude out of there. I think he's legit. You could get
the guy out of Texas A&M. I mean, there's so many running backs you can get, man. Miles Sanders is not a game changer. And, when you look at running backs, I'm not paying a running back. And Miles Sanders, I don't think deserves the money. I like Miles Sanders. But if I'm talking about realistic options, Miles Sanders is not my future going forward. And trust me, I have his jersey too. So it hurts me. But Miles Sanders has not been the same since his rookie year. And you can't tell me he was. Yeah, also, I will only touch 1 or 2 first-round picks for Metcalf. I'm going to give up a first-round pick for Metcalf. Absolutely. Metcalf is a dog. Metcalf would definitely make your receiver core better. But when you look at it, man, does Seattle want to get rid of Metcalf? I mean, if Seattle is willing to trade Metcalf, yes, I'm calling for him. I think you could give them an early second. I think they can do it. I think they would do it. I think Seattle is desperate for picks, man. I think they're rebuilding. That's why it don't make sense that they're off. They want to go out and get Watson. I think they just want to. I think they know that Metcalf wants out, so they're trying to get him to stay. But it don't make sense. You're trading for Watson after you cut Bobby Wagner and you're rebuilding. I don't know what Seattle's planning. You know what I'm saying? I like the guy from Texas A&M. Yeah, what's his name? Bergane did a one-shot there. Spiller, you mean? Spiller? Yeah, he's a good running back. I like him. Dalvin Cook's little brother. Dalvin Cook. Here's another option. I mean, Dalvin Cook. Vikings are offering a second-round pick for him. He's a second-round pick. I'd do it. Dalvin Cook is a good running back. But here's the thing. I'm not paying a legit running back, man. You've seen running backs get paid and they don't live up to their contracts. Miles Sanders is not worth that. You know what I'm saying? Boys for Life, welcome to the chat. Eagles trade for Watson, 2 first-rounders and Hurts and Rager. Stop the cap. Please don't tell me. Bro, you don't understand how mad I would be, man. Here's the thing. I would not mind Watson. You know what? Shut the where you're hiding, man. He was telling me, what if the Cowboys trade for him? I'm like, fuck no. Please. One team that I would be fucking scared of is if the Dallas Cowboys go out and now they're suddenly interested in getting Deshaun Watson. Because honestly, listen, the Dallas Cowboys, man, if they get Watson, I'm going to be fucking scared. I ain't going to lie to you. They will be definitely in that hunt for the playoffs. And that dude would be legit over there. But I don't think Watson would go there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Jerry Jones would actually do that. I mean, they traded Mark Cooper. I don't know what they're planning to do, but yeah, Boys for Life, yeah, I didn't mention where you hadn't told me about Cowboys. I'm like, well, Watson, please, that's a fucking nightmare, man. Don't do that shit, bro. I can't take it. That would fucking hurt me. You know what I'm saying? They would take a second for who? Watson? No, they won't. They need a first-round pick back. I agree. Take Gurley, for example, for the Rams. Pay to him huge money, and the man in need is, yeah. Look at J.J. We got him. Running backs are expendable. I'm not paying Miles Sanders. That's why I say, if you're getting Watson, I throw Miles Sanders in the trade for Watson. Absolutely. They need running back. I throw in, I call him ass wipe 2 drops. That's what I call him. That's Jalen Rager. And then I'll throw Umbrella Boy and maybe Andre Dillard. Because really, what does Andre Dillard do? What does he do? I don't think he's that good. You know what I'm saying? They wanted Andre Dillard. So send him to Houston. And I'll trade next year's first. But I'm not trading 3 first-round picks. I'd be okay for Deshaun Watson. No question about it. Is he upgrade over Hurts? Yes. But giving 3 first-round picks when you need to build around him, it don't make sense, man. If the Cowboys get Watson, it's over. If the Cowboys get Watson, I'm fucking blowing my brains out on the live. For Metcalf. Oh, Metcalf for early second? No, I think you need to give him the 19th pick role for them to consider doing. Metcalf is at least a first-round pick. I wouldn't be scared of the Cowboys if they get – yes, I would be fucking mad if they get Watson, bro. Watson with that Cowboys offense, with that fucking receiving core? Are you serious? With that legit defense over there? Oh, no. Boys for Life will be having a fucking all-day party. He would be having an all-day party because they would be blowing fucking teams out. They would look like exactly what they look like in the 90s, bro. Watson would be dangerous over there. That's a guy that I would not want to face twice a year with that fucking receiving core. With that legit defense, you're talking about adding a caliber quarterback, a Pro Bowl quarterback, with the Cowboys offense, with that offense line, with that receiving core, with that defense. CeeDee Lamb would be their Hopkins over there. That would be a fucking team that I would not want him to go to, is the Dallas Cowboys.
because they're ready to win right now. They are one quarterback away from competing for a championship. And then I would have to hear Deshaun Watson is better than Jalen Hurts. Oh, my fucking God. Could you imagine that? Oh, my God. Don't say that shit ever again. Exactly, man. That's like fucking sending. That's like Batman and the fucking whole super squad over there. I mean, that's a fucking nightmare. Boys for Life would probably be buying his jersey immediately because you already know he's going to be good over there. You know, oh my God, bro. Shut up with the Cowboys because I hope if it fucking happens, I'm blaming you. I'm blaming you for it, man. Don't ever mention that Cowboys name ever in Watson's sentence again, man. That's a guy I do not want him to go to, is the Dallas Cowboys. That is a fucking perfect destination for him if they ever were clearing the gas space, man. And knowing Jerry Jones, shut up. Just shut your mouth. He's better than Dak Prescott. That fucking Deshaun Watson would make Dak look child's play. Deshaun Watson could throw, and he's a very good quarterback with that Cowboys. With that Cowboys offense, I don't think you could stop that team. I don't think you could stop that team. I think they would be very much in the Super Bowl conversation, definitely. And you would have to fear him because he's also mobile. And he's 26 years old. I'm saying. I just don't think the Cowboys could afford him. But, yeah, that would be a team I'd be fucking scared of, is Deshaun Watson with the Dallas Cowboys. Absolutely fuck. Oh, my God. Could you imagine? How about them Cowboys? Deshaun Watson is a fucking beast. We are Super Bowl. Oh, my fucking God. I'm going to blow my brains out if that fucking happens. Yeah, they'll be good. However, they probably lose. No, they won't lose that Super Bowl. No, they fucking would not. Deshaun Watson with that fucking Cowboys offense would kill teams, man. You want to talk about a team that Deshaun Watson would destroy is with that Dallas Cowboys team. Because Deshaun Watson would be in a perfect situation. Perfect situation. I'm sorry. No. I'd rather him go to the Giants. Yeah, with that offense. Listen. If it happens, I'm blaming you. I'm blaming you. I'm blaming fucking you. Because I didn't fucking bring that up. I just said I'm blaming where you're hiding because he brought the fucking Cowboys up. Don't mention the Deshaun Watson in the Cowboys uniform, bro. I'll throw up in my fucking mouth. At that point, I'm fucking trading my fuck it. If it prevents Dallas from getting him, fuck it. No. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I hope not. I hope you're not trading 2 firsts on Hurts and Rager. Well, then again, Rager. I mean, we will hope they'd lose that Super Bowl. I just don't think they would. That'd be a fucking team that I would be scared of, is Dallas Cowboys with Deshaun Watson. Oh, my fuck God. And I just could see it. I could see him in the Cowboys uniform. Oh, my God. Get him out of here. Get him out of that Cowboys uniform. Oh, no. Ugh. Now you got in my head with him in the Cowboys star. Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God. I can see him blowing this out right now. Oh, my fucking God. I hate y'all. I hate y'all. Now you got me thinking of Deshaun Watson in the Cowboys uniform. Oh, fuck no. I watched someone actually fucking do a swap with Dak Prescott's jersey with Deshaun Watson. Watch, I'm telling you. Because now I just said it. You know it's going to be trending. Whoever watched it with the Buccaneers would be probably even scared. Oh, yeah, exactly. That's a fucking nightmare, man. Deshaun Watson with Mike Evans, Godwin. You got, what's his name? That defense, Devin White. Oh, that's a perfect destination for him. If I'm Deshaun Watson, I'm looking at Carolina and the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles are a team that I think is, desperate the most. But if I'm Deshaun Watson, I'm going to a perfect destination that fits me and what I want to be part of. Does he want to be part of a defense that has nothing around them? Or does he want to be part of a team that has both sides on the ball?
You know what I'm saying? It depends what Deshaun Watson wants. You know what I'm saying? Now, Watson with the Buccaneers would terrify me. So would Dallas. So would fucking Dallas, man. Listen, Deshaun Watson with that Cowboys team, don't sleep on that fucking. Oh my God, bro. Now you got me thinking of that because now I know Jerry Jones would definitely try to do it. Just because I said that, man. Come on, man. He would terrify me in Dallas too. That receiving core with that offensive line, bro. Are you kidding me? And he has mobility. God. Listen, man. I don't say that shit ever again, bro. We didn't hear about it. We don't know about it. Don't make him a Cowboy ever. That's a quarterback that'd be scary. That would be a quarterback that'd be scary, man. I'd be a quarterback that'd be scary, bro. It is in Dallas, bro. Oh my God. That team would be vicious. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. We got 5 people in the chat. Hit that like button, man. This is fun. Let's see the update. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, Rob Marinelli just posted that the Eagles, they started smoke screening. You know, it's smart to say you're out of Deshaun Watson. That way, you know, teams are not worried about you getting them. But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know with this team, bro. I don't know with this team, man. And more and more I think of it, the more and more he's gonna land in Philadelphia. Just off the fact that people say shit, man. I hope to God we don't. Not with these. You can't believe every report, but you can believe the Eagles are still interested. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know this. It's crazy when you think of it. I mean, you got Rob Marinelli saying that the Eagles say they're not in it, but it's smart because they still will be in it unless he gets straight to another team. But like, and then there's a report saying the Eagles and the 49ers are out of it. I mean, and now they're saying this and that. I don't know, man. I'm saying it is what it is. Listen, if it doesn't happen, it does. If it doesn't, I'm okay. Anywhere you look at, you still got a quarterback. Either you rock with Jalen Hurts or you go out and you get Deshaun Watson.
I just hope we don't give up a lot. But if we don't give up a lot, I'm fine and good with it. It's just what we would have to give up is what I have a problem with. It's what I would have a problem with. But if we give up less, I'm okay with it because you get a quarterback that's good. I don't think he's top 5, but I think he's top 15. And, he is young. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, that is true. Oh, Hal Roseman is a snake. Yeah, he is. And, when you listen to Hal Roseman, he gives you that Mr. Jekyll and Hyde vibes. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde vibes. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. Because he says one thing, he does the opposite. Jekyll and Hyde is you got one personality, but the other personality does that. So Hal Roseman is Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. You know what I'm saying? He does do things that you do not expect. And one thing, I would not be surprised. Listen, I would not be surprised the Eagles get Watson. I would not be surprised. Because the Eagles are known to do that type of shit. They're known to do it. You know what I'm saying? They're known to do it. It is what it is. So I'm not going to get upset if we give up less, but 3 first-round picks and assets is way too much for a quarterback. Yes, I get he's 26. Yes, I get he's a Pro Bowl. But you need a defense. And if you get Deshaun Watson in Philly, who are you going to have as your defense for the next 4 to 5 years? Because Brandon Graham is not playing 5 to 6 years down the road. You got no cap space if you get Deshaun Watson. Your cap space will be limited because he has a contract. So people got to stop saying that Watson's worth 3 first-round picks. No, the fuck he's not. I get he's a good quarterback, but the value is way too much for him. They need to lower the price down, in my opinion. And I don't think it's going to be way too much, in my opinion. I think you got to. I would trade the next year's first round, not this year. I'm not trading 3 first-round picks for this year. You need to get him a defense. If you bring Deshaun Watson in Philadelphia, you need to get him a defense. You need to give him receivers. What are you going to do? Not give him a defense? Like the fuck? Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. But a lot of people just say, well, fuck a first-round pick. Let's go get a quarterback. And then what? When the defense is not able to stop teams, then what were we going to do? Hey, come on, man. You got to think. Anyway, I have faith in Nick Sirianni that 22 might be another good year. Oh, I like Nick Sirianni. Listen, Nick Sirianni is going to be a very good coach. I like Nick Sirianni. I like the guy. He's a smart, young head coach who knows, and he is a good player. I like his personality. If you saw the NFL.com, the lady who was NFL, I think her something her name was it MJ Costa or something like that. Was she was doing basketball with him and Nick Sirianni beat him. He's a competitor, and I like that. I'll say Watts will be worth 3 first-round picks if you are a team ready to win now. However, the Eagles are rebuilding. We need those first-round picks. See, and here's the thing, man. If they want 3 first-round picks, I hope the God Eagles say, all right, we're officially out of here because we can't give up those picks. But I hope the Eagles are trying to negotiate somewhere where it's fair. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about Howard Roseman. He is smart with trades. You will never see Howard Roseman get fleeced on the trade. So, I don't see the Eagles giving up 3 first-round picks because I know Howard Roseman. One thing about him is he's good at trades. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's bad at drafting. And that's my only issue with it. In contracts, he's good with it. But he will never – I don't see him giving up 3 first-round picks and assets for a guy. That's way too much for Howard Roseman's price and didn't like him. But you never know. Howard Roseman could be desperate. And if he thinks it's a good deal, he'll do it. Oh, Howard Roseman's – yeah, I read that. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree 100%. You got to get playmakers. If you get Deshaun Watson, you got to give him a defense. You got to give him receivers. And their defense is trash. So a lot of people don't want to hear that, but that's truth because our defense was ranked last in stopping anybody. We were struggling against a third-string quarterback versus the Washington football team, known as the Commanders now. So you got to if you bring Watson in, you got to build around him. You got to give him an elite defense. And if you give up 3 first-round picks, you're not going to have enough to build around. You're going to trust Howard Roseman with second-rounders? Really? Come on, man. You got to stop with the assumption that Howard Roseman can draft. He can't. He can't. So, if you get Watson, you got to keep these 3 first-round picks. I'd trade next year's, not this year coming up, but next year's first round, 2023, absolutely. But come on. Miami had a deal for Watson, 3 first rounds, second last season, but they wanted clearance from the Goodell if he was going to be spent. Yeah, and you know what? Now they're out of it. And you know what? And here's the thing, Miami would have been in place for him, but now I don't think Watson goes to Miami. I think Philadelphia is really, really the one that I could see happening because Howie Roseman is a guy who says something, he does the opposite. Bobby, you should know Howie Roseman. You should know him. This is a guy who does the opposite. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing, when you look at Howie Roseman, he does the opposite, man. I would not be surprised if Howie Roseman trades for Watson. It would not be surprising. I just don't know what we would give up for him. And I hope to God we don't give up a whole ransom for one guy. One guy does not define you winning championship. It's your team. Your team. And if you give up a lot for Watson, you're not going to have enough assets to build around your team. You're not going to have enough picks to build around Watson. You're going to waste his fucking talent. For what? For what? Just build around Jalen Hurts and move on. But knowing the Eagles, they'll try hard for Watson. And you know what? If we get him cheaper, I'll be happy. But it's just what we would give up for him. Yes, especially comparing how bad our receiver drafting was before Devontae. Yeah, Devontae Smith is a good receiver. And you know what? Listen, a lot of Eagle fans look at if you add him with Devontae Smith, Deshaun with Devontae Smith. Yeah, but who's going to be his number 2? Devontae Smith's covered. Who is going to be our number 2? You got to think of that. Rager is horrible. He's one of the worst receivers. He would be the definition of what supposedly people say about Watson. He has no receivers. That's definition of Rager. Why would he want to go with Rager? Rager's horrible. I'd throw him in a package if you want to be real with you. I'd throw him in Houston. Get him up out of here. Who would you want to go to Miami without Brian Flores? Brian Flores was probably the only thing carrying the organization that head coach was good. Nah, Brian Flores was our head coach, but I think Miami got rid of him because he wanted Watson, and Miami wasn't willing to sacrifice the whole franchise for one guy. I think that's why they fired him. But I think Miami's a piece of shit organization, and what they did was wrong. But I also think that Brian Flores is a guy who's a tough head coach, and a lot of players feel like that he was too hard on him. I don't know, man. But like I said, listen, the Eagles are front runners, and the 3 first-round picks, when you look at a team like Houston, they're very attractive, yo. They're really attractive. Howie's definitely trying for Watts, no doubt. And that's the thing, Bobby. Listen, I would not, like I said, man, would I not mind Watson? If you tell me who would you rather have, I have Deshaun Watson. But I don't want to give up 3 first-round picks, and I think that's what the Eagles shouldn't do. And I hope the Eagles are smart enough to know what the hell they're doing. I hope they understand. I hope they have a backup plan if they do it. Watson's just going to say he don't want to come here like he did last season. Well, we don't even know if Watson did say that. There was a report that he did, but there's also a report that he didn't say it. So, we don't know that. We were assuming that. But listen, players change their minds all the time. And when you look at the Eagles' offense is a lot better than what a lot of people think they are. There's Deshaun Watson with a good offensive line. The Eagles, would that be good for him? I think it would. We never know. We don't know we don't know what Deshaun Watson's thinking. We don't know that. Howie Roseman could be on the phone right now with Deshaun Watson, persuade him, and Deshaun Watson look like, Deshaun Watson could be just shaking his head up and down and getting excited for coming to Philadelphia. You never know with Howie Roseman. You never know. Howie Roseman, one thing about him is he can persuade any player to come to Philadelphia. That is one thing about why Howie Roseman is a guy who says one thing, does the other, because he can persuade someone like Deshaun Watson to be an Eagle. All he has to do is say the right stuff. If Deshaun Watson's not smart enough to catch it, more likely he'll be an Eagle. But like I said, you got to hold your breath. You got to cross your fingers. You got to hope that Howie Roseman is smart enough to not trade 3 first-round picks. But when his job is on the line, it looks more and more like the Eagles are going to get him. But like I said, if I'm the Deshaun Watson, I go somewhere like the Panthers, the Bucks. But if you say the Eagles can't get him, that's cap. We do got the ammo to do it. And we do got it. And one thing that Howie Roseman does have is cap space. He never had that last year. We couldn't be able to afford Deshaun Watson last year. We can now. So you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. And Howard Roseman's good at restructuring deals too, so I would not be surprised if he did Watson tries to restructure for more money. That way we can sign player. You never know with Howard Roseman. You never know what he's thinking. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Listen, it's not official. The Eagles are not officially out into. It's officially over that the Watson rumors are done. That he's no longer available to be traded. That a team offered and got a deal done for him. But there's 3 parts to step forward. Number 1, he's agreed to it. Number 2, you got to get the value for him. And number 3, you got to restructure his deal. You know what I'm saying? So if there's one person who can do that, it's definitely going to be Howie Roseman. Because I think he's good with structuring deals and he's good at persuading people to come to Philly and he's good at getting trades done. I just hope we don't give up a lot for him. They did offer a first-round pick for Calvin Ridley. So if you don't tell me they're not desperate, I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, that's just who Howard Roseman is. He's the guy. He's Mr. Jekyll and Hyde. He's Mr. Jekyll and Hyde. Howard Roseman has always been Mr. Jekyll and Hyde. He says one thing, does the opposite. But I'd rather go in the draft and just build around Jalen Hurts. That way you have enough ammo. You have a future defense. You got players. Let's see what this guy does. But knowing the Eagles, in my gut, they're going to land Watson. Well, Watson didn't really say he didn't want to come here. Exactly. And that's the thing. Watson has to say out of his mouth he does not want to come, or he has to tweet, or he has to tell his agent has to come out and says he don't want to play in Philly. Unless there's a report. I'm not believing anything unless Ian Rappaport says Watson does not have any interest in playing in Philadelphia. But when I hear more and more that the Eagles are linked to him and they called his agent and Watson has not said anything, that means their interest in there. That means their interest because Watson could just said, I don't want to play in Philadelphia. You know, he could be saying something like his 3 destination, you know, but he never crossed that Philly, you know, and I don't think he will do it. I really don't. Also, I didn't want Calvin Ridley anyway. He's okay, but not great. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Derek Gunn said yesterday, which I disagree was Calvin Ridley. He don't look at Devontae Smith as number 1, but he looks Calvin Ridley as a number 1. Calvin Ridley's not a number 1. He's more of a number 2 if you want to be real. So, you know, I don't know where the whole notion of Calvin Ridley number 1. Derek Gunn also said the Eagles are really intrigued with getting Deshaun Watson. They look at him as a franchise guy. They think that he's the guy that they can build around for the next 10 to 15 years. Well, if that's the case, then I'm not trading 3 first-round picks because if you try to build around with them with second-rounders and third-rounders, unless you have a GM who can hit, which is not Howie, you're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? You're in trouble. You're going to be in the exact same situation you were in 18 and 19. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the Eagles are thinking, and we're just going to have to find out. I think this trade could get done by today or tomorrow night. But I think it's going to get done soon. Someone is going to give up on picks. I just hope we're smart about it. I don't care what the other teams give up. I really don't give a rat's ass. I care about what we're going to do. And what we're going to do, hopefully, is build around Jalen Hurts, get him a legit defense. But would I not mind Deshaun Watson? No, I wouldn't, because you're upgrading quarterback. You know what I'm saying? If you say that you'd rather have just Jalen Hurts and you think he's a better quarterback than Deshaun, okay. I mean, Deshaun is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. It's just I think people are afraid of what we would have to give up. And Houston wants 3 first-round picks and assets. You know what I'm saying? I swear Roseman's trying to get another number 1 receiver when he's already have one. Somebody slap him and say we are looking for number. Yeah, man. Listen, man. Like, I wouldn't mind another number 1. I mean, you got 2 number 1s. I mean, yeah. Don't we all want to slap Roseman? I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that statement. Somebody say slap him, say we already look for the receiver number 2. Yeah, and you know what? Calvin Ridley would have been a number 2. Absolutely. So, you know, the fact that they give up a first-round pick, that means they're aggressively trying to get players in. And you know what? I think they've been looking at Watson's situation. I also think they've been looking at Calvin Ridley's situation. They also I think they would have some interest in Jarvis Landry too. Keep an eye on Jarvis Landry in the Philadelphia Eagles. This is a guy that they been trying to get for a while. I can see that. They also have interest in signing Juju. Please, not TikTok boy, but they also like Juju Smith-Schuster in free agency. DJ Chark's been named. There's a lot of names that the Eagles could get. You know, so we're just gonna have to find out. Listen, we're all gonna find out eventually. You know what I'm saying? So Whether we get him, I just hope we don't give up a lot. You know, is he a good quarterback? He's a good quarterback. Is he top 5? No, he's top 10, 15. But he's not top 5. And I hate when people say he's top 5. Well, that I'm still not going to. If he is top 5, I'm still not giving up the whole farm for him. Because you're basically saying you're one quarterback away from winning. I need those 3 first-round picks to stay in Philadelphia. If we give them up, to me, Houston won it. Because you're basically saying you're one quarterback away from winning. The Denver Broncos were one quarterback away from winning. They were. We're not the Denver Broncos. We don't have a good defense. We don't have a young corner. We got a 31-year-old in Darius Slay. So you need to get much defense as possible to help our corners and to help our safeties and help our linebackers out. Because if you trade those 3 first-round picks, you are going to waste Darius Slay's career. You're going to waste everybody else's career. You're going to waste everybody else's time. And you're going to waste Watson's prime time, man. He's in his prime. So if you bring Watson in there, you cannot trade. That is a must. You cannot trade 3 first-round picks for him. You can't. You can't even trade one this year. I don't think you should. I would trade one the following year if you want to be real. That I wouldn't mind give away because I don't give a fuck about next year. I give a fuck about this year. I could give 2 shits about this year. I said next year. It's just this year I care about. Do not trade these 3. Do not trade 15, 19, and 16. I don't care about the 2023 first-round pick. Get rid of it. I don't care. If it gets you Watson, so be it. But the 3 first-round picks this year, if you get Watson, you need those 3 first-round picks this year. You got to keep them. You could ship Jalen Reagor out of here. You could ship Miles Sanders out of here. You can do everything you want. Just don't touch Devontae Smith and keep your hands off these 3 first-round picks this year. Miles Sanders, you say he's well, I wouldn't touch him. Why? Why? You can get a legit running back in the second round that's going to be way better than Miles Sanders. I like Miles Sanders, but he's not the franchise. They're not going to pay him big money. Whenever you see the Eagles pay big money, so get something back from him, man. If you could get a caliber like Watson, so be it. This is my logic. You can maybe offer a second-round pick for Dalvin Cook, too. So just saying. It is what it is, bro. We're going to find out what the Eagles do. We're going to find out at the end of the day. Let me check on the update. I'll be back.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to see the report. No, the Chargers, the Bills, and the Titans have interest in Fletcher Cox. What are your thoughts about that one? Listen, there's reports coming out that the Eagles and the 49ers are not interested. I don't believe that shit. I don't believe that shit one bit. People are getting so excited, say, "Oh, he's not coming." Listen, don't sleep on Harry. I'll tell you that one. I don't believe any report unless it's coming from Ian Rappaport. It's not over. Trust and believe it. They'll have interest again. Listen, man. Any way you look at it, bro, I don't know what the hell Howard Roseman's going to do. I don't know. I don't know. Also, I didn't want Calvin Ridley. Anyone? No, I don't want Calvin Ridley. Dude, I think Calvin Ridley is the most overrated receiver that we could possibly get. I don't think he's a number. Listen, I've never been a fan of Calvin Ridley. Never been a fan of him, man. And I'm glad the Eagles offered him a first round pick. I would have been super fucking angry. You offered him what first round pick is worth Calvin Ridley? The man couldn't even do what Julio Jones did. When there was time to be the number one, he couldn't be that dude. So why the hell you offering a first round pick for a 28-year-old that wants to get paid big money? Nah, man. I'm glad he did what he did. Thanks for being stupid so we didn't have to give up that pick. I swear Roseman's trying to get another number one receiver when we already have one. Somebody slap him and say, listen, man, I hope to God how Roseman is looking at fucking building around a future. Building around it, getting 3 first round picks. Use these. And I swear to God, man, if we do build around Jalen Hurts and we got a chance to get 3, you better be fucking drafting. I hate when people say, we should trade back or pick. Fuck a pick next year, man. Fuck it. I want players now. I don't give a 2 shits about next year, 2 years down the road. Fuck drafting a quarterback next year. Get players now, man. 3 first round picks. They better be all fucking defense. Fuck training a pick. Fuck training back. Fuck all that. If Christian Harris is on the board and you trade back, I'm going to be pissed. Because these are players, man. These are instant starters. You can't just trade a fucking pick in. For what, next year? You don't even know what's next year. I know it's this year. We need to go all in this year, man. Fucking next year's pick. Fucking down the road pick. Stop saying we should. I hope the God Eagles keep 3 first round picks and draft 3 players, man. Do it. Because you need it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you don't have those 3 first round picks, unless we trade for them. Never mind. I swear Roseman's read that already. And like I said, we got 3 people in the chat. Please hit that like button. It helps the content go forward. If not, hey, it is what it is. While you're at it, you can watch JJ drop the ball. What a great receiver. Anyway, back to the road. Strength. Yeah, man. Like I said, I think you need players, man. And you got Christian Harris, you got Jordan Davis, you got so many people in this draft. You got to get players, man. And I hope to God the Eagles do the right thing and draft talent. And then I saw someone said, well, fuck a draft pick. We can't draft for shit. Trade for a player, man. Listen, what? Listen, I don't know what the wrong. I'm done with the watching.
Just someone get rid of Watson. Just trade Watson out of here so we don't have to hear about his name again, man. I'm tired of us linking with him again. Every single report saying that he's not interested in the Eagles, and it's false. This that like, come on, man. Just Carolina gives up everything. I'm just tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of hearing Russell Wilson rumors. I'm tired of hearing about the Deshaun Watson rumors. I'm tired of hearing about this rumors. I'm tired of hearing about that rumors. I'm tired about that rumors. Unless it's not a receiver, defense man, linebacker, nothing. I don't care about it. Just being real with you. Would I take Watson? Like I said, yes, I would for the right price, not for 3 first rounders. I'm not doing that because you're wasting your future down the road. And I understand Howie Roseman can't draft. Well, he better be drafting this year. Draft picks are very important. You can't just get rid of picks and expect to win. It don't work like that. If it did, Aaron Rodgers would have been a Super Bowl champion. Josh Allen would have been a Super Bowl champion. Come on. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? You need a defense. You need a legit defense. Defense with chips. I'm saying 601, man. And we're still going. 4 people in the chat. And I mean, like I said, man, we need. I draft a receiver this year. I mean, if you could get Garrett Wilson, you could get Treylon Burks, Olave. Those are 3 starters, man. You got to get starters on this team, and this is why I say you got to keep these 3 first-round picks. Unless it's DK Metcalf, I'm not training the first-round pick. I'm glad that Calvin really did some stupid because we would probably have to give up a first-round pick for him. I would have been pissed off. I mean, he's not worth the first-round pick. He's not even worth the second, in my opinion. He's worth the 3rd, if you want to be real. I don't think he lived up to the first-round pick ability. Being real with you, and that's what it is. I'm not trading my assets for a guy who can't even be a number 1 for the Falcons. Why the fuck am I trading the first round? So I'm glad the trade didn't go down. And a lot of other people would have been happy. I'm not trading the first round. Calvin really is not worth the first round pick. It's just not. Realistically, he's not. So it is what it is. I'm not sweating over it. It's over. He's not coming. I'm glad. Like I said, I want this dude. When you want to talk about a guy that I really want, is this guy, man. And if we can land. Hold on, not that dude. Where he got that dude? This dude right here.
Seahawks start from their 27-yard line. Wilson with time, throws, wide open, crossing midfield.
Good thing they have another 16 games to regroup.
Yes. 2nd and 6 to the end zone. Touchdown, DK Metcalf.
By the runner. No challenge. Vrabel lets it go. Quick pass to Metcalf. Gets away from Evans. And Metcalf bulldozes his way to the 35.
There goes the double mugs right up front in that A-gap, making it tough on this O-line.
Vikings rush 4. Wilson fires. Metcalf open over the middle, and what a move. Metcalf down inside the 10. 1st and goal, Seattle. Wilson looking for Metcalf, throws it short, makes the catch, leaning for the pylon, he's in, it's a touchdown! DK Metcalf, the star of the opening drive for Seattle as he puts it in. 2nd round pick in this year's draft. Wilson, open on the sideline, Metcalf again and into Viking territory, out of bounds at the 44. Off the fake, Collins with a good blitz pickup. Metcalf with his first grab of the day. And into the red zone go the Seahawks. 5-man pressure. Wilson has Metcalf. Metcalf lunging, and he's in for the touchdown.
They're very effective moving it. It's just like I said earlier, they just need a lot more snaps.
Wilson is in trouble, finds a way, DK Metcalf. There it is, touchdown Metcalf.
That's what I want, man. A bully, a star. I'll take a receiver in the jet too. It's better than that too. You talk about drops. Yeah. They just got money. Hold up. There you go. I take him over this too. Now sure L will take him over that too.
Two drops.
Why wouldn't you? I got 2 people in the chat. Hit that like button. The more people like that button, the more you push this content out, the more people come in. The more people come in, the better the chat gets. The better the live stream gets. The more passion I get. Hit that like button. Anyway, I'm just following up on the news right now. Let's see. I mean, it's gonna be. I wish the StreamYard would not make me pay for it because that way I could just put articles so we could just follow the news. God damn. Let's see. Like, how do you fucking layouts? How do you get a layout? It is what it is, man. I just think StreamYard overcharged for people. I mean, come on, man. Let people have fun. It would be fun, man. Supposed to be fun. Yeah, overcharging people. Makes no sense, bro. It really doesn't. It makes no sense. But it's what it is. Who? I'm trying to persuade. See, I'm like Howard Roseman. I'm trying to persuade where you're hiding to come on the live stream. So I try to be Howard Roseman. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sweet talk now. Oh man, let's see if it works. Maybe I'll pull Howard Roseman moment. You know what I'm saying? This is how you persuade someone. You talk to them. You talk to them with regression. Like, get up on here, bum. Damn. Nah, shout out to him. Shout out to where you hiding. If you haven't, go check this channel out. It is Wiz. No, I'm resting. What you resting for? Deshaun Watson just gets he comes? Dude's funny as hell. I'm resting. What's he resting for? Man, it is what it is, bro. Hey, I'll talk by myself. I don't need anybody else. It's cool. I see how it is. I see how it is. Hey, it is what. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, I forgot to do this more often. But yeah. I'm sorry. Do I have it? Do I have it still? Oh, no.
La La Land, thinking the Cowboys are something they're not. I know Dak Prescott is trash.
Yes, he is. And he's going more trash when he has no Mark Cooper. Ah, beautiful to be Eagles fans. Beautiful to be Eagles fans. If you're not pumped about this draft and not pumped about free agency, look, man. Free agency is coming around, man. There's some names that have been thrown out. I heard the Eagles are interested in Chandler Jones. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not a fan of getting another 32-year. Yeah, I just think Chandler Jones is good, but it really don't make sense. You're trading Fletcher Cox and you get another 32-year-old, really? I mean, I guess. I want to go for young players. And, I'm looking at this draft. I'm looking at young players in free agency. A guy that people shout the way Eagles Uncensored. That's a guy that I definitely should send a link to if I had Twitter. But yeah, he was talking about Jordan Whitehead from the Bucks. I mean, this is a guy that I think is underrated because people talk about Marcus Williams. Marcus Williams is going to want the bag, right? Jordan Reed is a guy that I think the Eagles are interested in taking a chance on getting. But you're going to Jordan Whitehead is a Buccaneers safety who I think is going to be a free agent. It's going to walk and going to go find someone that's going to offer him a chance to win. And you know what? When you look at the Eagles, man, that could be a place I could see him go to. He's a very underrated safety. He brings a lot of leadership to this team. And you need that, man, because we even had that Malcolm Jenkins. You got to get a safety in here, man. I don't think Anthony Harris is that good. I'm not a fan of him. I'm not a fan of Brendan Nelson back. I think you could go. I think if you could get Carlton Davis and Jordan Whitehead, I think you're set, man. I think you're very set for the future down the road. And that's the issue. You got to get players into Philadelphia that's going to help this team. So I'm looking at free agency. I'm looking at corner. I'm looking at safety. I'm looking at adding a receiver. Whether it's fucking, I stay away from Juju Smith-Schuster, please, Eagles, stay away from him. I don't want to take that boy. I understand. I understand he's a good receiver, but we don't need that distraction to Philadelphia. Let him go to Dallas and run the team. I could care less. That guy's not winning no championship here, and that's just being real with you. He's not winning the championship in Philadelphia. In Dallas, excuse me. But Juju Smith-Schuster, the Cowboys, I don't care. I really don't give a rat's ass where he goes. I just don't want him in Philadelphia. I think this guy is a distraction, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? With the dancing and shit. Every single time he dances, man, Steelers end up losing. I don't want that in Philadelphia. I don't think you need that. But my guy Bergen 31 is a guy who likes him. I'm not a fan of him. I think you need to go someone better. You got to get playmakers in here. And I'm looking at the draft. I'm looking at Christian Harris from Alabama. I'm looking at receivers like Garrett Wilson from Ohio State, Chris Olave. I can see the Eagles drafting a receiver. I really do, because if they traded the first-round pick for Calvin Ridley, they definitely could draft a receiver in the draft. It's possible. You never know with this Eagles team. Listen, you do not know what Hal Rose was going to do. Maybe it is what it is. Rumor is the Browns are sending Baker Mayfield a hunt and 2 firsts for Watson. Really? Why would the fucking Texans want? Why would the fucking Texans want a fucking Baker Mayfield? I mean, and now that I can see that, because they did get him. They just got Amari Cooper. You add him with Watson. If I'm Jarvis Landry, I might stay in Cleveland. Because you get a chance to play with a good quarterback. That's interesting. Mr. Browns are sending Baker Mayfield a hunt and 2 firsts for Watson. 2 firsts? Listen, man, they're ready to win. That's a good fucking trade. Good trade. Does he want to go to Cleveland? It's up to Watson if he wants to go to Cleveland. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Where did you hear that at? Gotta send the link in. Gotta send the link in, because I didn't hear that at all. That Watson was the Browns are the Browns are sending Baker Mayfield, right? I don't know why the hell you want him. 2 firsts and Hunt, running back. If I'm using, I need more than that. Because Baker Mayfield to me is not a good guy. Listen, if he goes to the Browns, man, they're instant contenders in my opinion. Because they got the defense. I mean, you add that Joe Burrow. Oh my God, that would be interesting division. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That would be interesting division. I'd be interested in division, man. And they do got a defense. I ain't gonna lie to you. They do got that defense. You know what I'm saying? They do. I mean, 2 firsts. 2 firsts for the Watson. And they were interested. I mean, is it official? Or is it just a rumor going around? Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I ain't hear about that. Should be on Instagram. Now I don't see where you saw that at. I don't see that, man. You guys send me. I don't know where did you find that on Twitter? I don't see it on Instagram nowhere. And if it was a rumor going around, definitely I know bloggers would be posting it by now. So I don't know where it is at, man. I don't. But hey, man, it is what it is. Hey, we're gonna keep an eye on it. You know, I might not do it this live stream, but I'll definitely have a live stream. It might not be StreamYard because StreamYard account officially have to wait for a while so it can get renewed. You know how it is. I gotta wait for a while because I'm not paying big money on it. But yeah, man. We're gonna officially talk more about it, man. I gotta get I gotta do some things. I appreciate y'all for coming on, man. You know, we're gonna definitely keep an eye. If something happens, you know, I'm always gonna be the one reporting it because I do have the Eagles channel, so I'll definitely keep you updated. But right now it's just rumors going around. You know, obviously the Cox rumors, Fletch Cox, Arizona Chargers, in case they have interest in them. Keep an eye on that too. But anyway, Flagos fly. Free agency's coming up. The draft coming up. Let's go. Flagos fly. And I'm out. Peace.
Not all wins are going to be double digit. I know we've been in the norm of that here lately, but it feels good to win one like this, right? This team just keeps fighting. You're up 20, you fight. You're down 7, you fight. It just keeps fighting. That's who we are. We're tough. We're nasty. We're physical. That's who we are. And we know who we are. And that's